These proud men are Plan B night watchmen. Just as cricket teams have a night watchman that comes in late to get the team home safely, if you've been out drinking, you need a Plan B night watchman. Someone you've organised to come and pick you up and get you home safely. This could be a cabbie or one of your local bus drivers. And here's another night watchman.
If I happened to be taking him home, I'd be the night watchman's night watchman.
Yes, you would. If you're drinking, a night watchman is a great Plan B to get you home safely.
Good morning to everyone and welcome to the SCG. My name is Matt Mears and I'd love to welcome you here for the Plan B Regional Bash. We have the Sixers game coming up first for you, starting at 10 a.m. It's between the Northern Inland Bolters and the Illawarra Flames. It's been a long road here for both teams to get to finals day. There's three big games on today. There's a Sixers conference final plus the Thunder conference final. Both teams will play out for the big prize under lights here at the SCG tonight. To go through all the action of the Sixers final with me, I've got Paul Broccoli and Nathan Lloyds. Boys, it's been a long wave here for both teams, but it must be exciting for them to be out here at the SCG.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt. Both teams are looking really good this morning. They were here nice and early and looking sharp and ready to go. No doubt very excited about the opportunity to play here on the SCG.
Yeah, no, that's right, Matt. For country cricketers to get here on this picturesque ground, the history in here, to be actually able to play on it is sensational. And they'll all be there, a bit nervous, but I'm sure enjoying the experience.
It's certainly a big experience. I'm sure there's a lot of guys in the Sydney competition that haven't even had the chance to play at the SCG. So for the country guys to be able to come in and play on the big stage here at the SCG is a fabulous experience. We've already had the toss here, and the Bolters have won the toss. They have elected to bat here on a pitch that is looking on a bit of a green side here. It certainly looks very fresh and juicy for the bowlers here early up. So certainly something there for the Flames. But I know you guys have been out there early. Any predictions on how this pitch will play?
I'm pretty sure, mate, the pitch will play pretty true, be good. It's hard. It's got a bit of green tinge to it. Maybe because we're using those pink balls, they've looked at the test match and gone, we'll leave a little bit of grass on there for it, just so we don't have to change the balls. But, it looks a good deck. Short boundary on one side into the Bill O'Reilly stand and a long boundary out towards the ladies stand. But, it's ideal for great cricket, and we should see some good cricket this afternoon, or this morning and this afternoon.
No doubt. Flames got the first use of the pitch, and I reckon if they get the ball in the right area, it could do a bit for them. But yeah, it's really key that the first up bowlers really make sure they hit the deck hard and try and get something out of this wicket. Yeah,
I'd certainly agree with you there, Nathan. It's certainly one of those pitches where that you wouldn't be dishappy if you were the Flames and bowling first, especially having a look at that. If they can get those balls in the right areas, they'll definitely be able to produce some movement out there. But that short boundary we were just talking about towards the Bill O'Reilly stand, that's certainly going to have to bring some tactics in for the bowling side. They'll want to make sure if they've got some spinners or something, they'll probably want to bowl them from this northern end and make sure that the batsmen are hitting towards that long boundary.
Yeah, no doubt. I stepped it out this morning. It's only about 50 metres over to that eastern side of the ground, so very important that they're kind of protecting that side, I would suggest. And we've got about a 75 or 80 metre hit out to the other side of the ground, at the western side, to the members' stand. So that's quite a decent hit. So no doubt they'll be targeting that eastern side of the ground.
Thanks, boys. We'll go through the team list for both sides as we're waiting for them to make their way onto the field. For the Northern Inland Bolters, we've got number 1, Ryan Memon from the Narrabri Golf Club. We've got number 2 is Will Chesterfield from Old Boys Tamworth. Number 3 is Tim Kesnell. He's from West Tamworth. Number 4 is Troy Osborne from South Tamworth. 5 is Adam Jones from Bective East in Tamworth. Number 6 is Michael Rickson from North Tamworth. Number 7 is Michael Dawson from the Hillsgrove Course in Armidale. Number 10 is Ben Middlebrook from the Old Boys in Tamworth. Number 11 and the skipper is Tom Groth from South Tamworth. Number 12 is Aaron Hazelwood from the Old Boys in Tamworth. Number 13, Simon Norville from the Old Boys in Tamworth. Number 14, Brendan Reynolds from West Tamworth. Number 15 is Sean Memphis from West Tamworth. Boys, anyone we should be looking out for in that lineup?
I think from a batting point of view from the Northern Inlands, Matt, young Norval here, he's got a couple of scores in the last 2 games that they've played, in the games that they beat Macquarie Coast Stingers and the Northern Rivers Rock. He ended up with a 30 or 32 balls and also a 31. So I'm sure he'll try and get the Northern Inland bowlers away to a good start. And then not the captain, sorry, Rickson, number 3 bat there. I think he's a good player.
I reckon the wicketkeeper and the captain, Tom Groff, will hopefully chime in. He hasn't done much in the competition so far, but he's a good player, and hopefully he can turn it on the big stage.
Okay, we'll go through the Illawarra Flames now. Number 1 is Mitch McRae. He's from Helensburgh. Number 2, and captain Dan Constable from Campbelltown. Number 5 is Kendrick Hatton from Dapto. Number 6 is Matt Ward from Helensburgh. Number 7, Kyle Broccoli from Sutherland. Number 8, Lachlan Dunn from Northern Districts. Number 9, Hayden McRae from Helensburgh. Number 10, Dale Sheafleet from Dapto. Number 11 is Michael Stevenson from Balgreen. Number 12 is Pat Hammond from Dapto. Number 13 is Matt Scorer from Port Kembla. Number 14, Tyler Edwards from Campbelltown. And number 15, Jamie Fleming from Brownlee. Anyone from those lineups we should be looking out for?
Oh, again, I think young Lachlan Dunn from Northern Districts there, he was man of the match in Illawarra's first game against the Central Coast Rush. He ended up with a big 59 not out off very few balls. Also, Hayden McRae. Hayden McRae got a couple of scores for Illawarra. He ended up with 39 in their last game and also 35 in their first game. And he's coming off, he scored 3 centuries in grade cricket already this season, so he's in some good form. Michael Stevenson, he actually got the Illawarra side home off in their last game. And he's a big hitter. 27 off 10 balls, got them the win on the last ball of the game against the Newcastle Blasters. So yeah, they're a couple of players to watch.
I would suggest that big Kyle Broccoli as well is going to probably open up with a new ball, I would suggest, this morning, and he'll be really keen to make sure he gets good use of this wicket, and he sometimes can be a little expensive, but I reckon his key is to take wickets, so he attacks the stumps, and I would suggest that the key is for him to get some early wickets and get some confidence up.
Okay, boys, while we wait for the players to come out, the tips. Come on, boys, you must have some opinions here. Who's gonna come out on top?
It's a tough one to pick for me. I'd probably, just in a close one, I'd probably go with the Flames. I just think they look like they've done it a little bit easier. I know they only won on the last ball in the last game, but yeah, it's a really tough one to pick. But I'm tipping the Flames probably in a close one.
Yeah, I'll probably go along with Nathan. They're a little bit biased, I think, from the point of view of my son playing. But other than that, again, with Nathan, it's going to be a close game, and good luck to both sides. I think, just to be here is going to be a great experience. But, just hope the Flames get over the line. Hopefully it's not a last ball win, but hope they just get there.
Well, all we're looking for is an exciting game, which I'm sure it will be between both teams. They've both played hard cricket to get here. They both very much deserve to be here, so we'll be looking forward to both sides coming out here very shortly. Yeah. So we've just ticked on 10 o'clock, so we should be seeing the umpires any moment. We're looking for them coming down the chase.
No doubt, it's very exciting. We're creating history here today with the inaugural Plan B Regional Bash and the Sixers Conference Final kind of kicking us off this morning, and no doubt both these sides are looking to make sure they get to the big dance tonight under the lights and playing against the Thunder representatives. Hopefully, it'll be a good contest today.
I'd just like to know what's happening in those dressing rooms at these last few seconds before, just as the umpires are looking to make their way out now. What's going through the minds of the Illawarra Flames and the Northern Inland Bolters? Like, here they are standing on the veranda of the dressing rooms there of the members' stand. What's going through your mind as a cricketer who's never been out on this oval and going, geez, this is history again? Like Nathan said, the regional Plan B Bash, and the fact that you're actually walking out there to do this, it's some good thoughts in there, I bet, and some nerves.
Certainly there's a lot of nerves down in both camps right now, but we can see umpires Neil Finlay and Ross McKim making their way out for this historic game here at the SCG. We'll see both teams following right afterwards. If you missed the start, the Bolters won the toss and will be batting here first at the SCG on what is a marvellous day here. Hardly a cloud in the sky. We should have no problems with getting all these overs in. And as we see both teams make their way out into the middle, we'll just let everybody know they are using the pink ball. As you can see, there are some whites here from one of the sides, so we will be using the pink ball.
Flames on their way out, and both the opening bats for the Bolters as well. Dan Constable led out the Flames side, so no doubt they're looking to really get the ball rolling this morning and get some early wickets.
Definitely. While we're waiting for the players to come out into the middle, we'll just have a quick look at how both sides made it to this big game. The Bolters defeated the Matco Stingers and the Northern Rivers Rock, and the Flames defeated the Central Coast Russ and the Newcastle Blasters. So as both teams make their way into the wicket, we're just waiting to see who will be taking up the first ball.
Yeah, the Northern Inland Bolters actually had two convincing wins over the Macquarie Coast Stingers. You know, they rolled the Stingers for 106 and scored the runs 5 down. And against the Rock, they scored 8 for 143 and rolled the Northern Rivers Rock for 129. So quite convincing wins there, just as the Illawarra boys did in their first game over the Central Coast Rush, and then that last ball win against the Blasters from Newcastle. So yeah, looking for a good game here.
I certainly are, and by the looks of things, both teams are very deserving of being here. And we see number 7. Kyle Broccoli to take up the attack from the southern end here of the SCG. He's got the long run marked out. We can see all the players making their way into position here. We're getting the side screen moved into what should be a big game.
Yeah, no, he's definitely looking forward to this. He's been talking about it all week, about the opportunity to bowl from the Randwick end, and he hasn't taken any miss to say, well, I'm going there. I'm going to the Randwick end. I'm coming down, and here I come. I think he's looked at the short boundary too and thought, if I bowl outside off stump, I might save a few.
Yeah, I'd be certainly looking the same myself if I can keep that ball outside off, especially here we're playing on the most easterly wicket towards the Bill O'Reilly stand. So as we were saying in the prelim to this game, that there'll be some tactics going on here by both captains in order to bowl your bowlers accordingly to those big boundaries.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like we've got a bit of a delay here, looking at trying to get the sight screens moved. So, just looking at the field that the Flames have come up with here, it looks like definitely the thought process is to bowl outside off stump. We've got to stack the offside field a little bit more and make sure we're preserving that eastern boundary. So, hopefully, Broccoli can bowl to the plan. Otherwise, it could be a little expensive.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing a traditional type, if you'd like to call that, T20 field with the 2 players back at fine leg and third man. Definitely the plan will be to bowl outside that off stump and really just make it hard for the batsmen to try and get boundaries and take advantage of those first 6 overs in the power play. Yeah,
Illawarra have got a young captain, Dan Constable, but a very knowledgeable kid about cricket. He's only 19, I think, and this will be a really good experience for him, not only for his captaincy, but also he captains his grade side at Campbelltown too. So I think they've had a good look at it and talked a few tactics about the size of the ground, and I'm sure it'll be interesting to see how he comes out with this, with some of the tactical decisions, and see where he's at. And then you'll probably see some really good decisions from him. Good young captain.
Yeah, well, we look forward to seeing what he comes up with today, as we're still having a slight delay here with these side screens by the look of it.
Yes. Happens in Test cricket too, apparently.
Yes, it does. We've seen that happen. Hopefully they can get them all fixed up before the big matches here later in the season. But everybody seems to be coming into position now. Hopefully that means we'll be going to get away very, very shortly. Yes, as everybody makes their way back to their fielding positions, I think we're right to go.
Yes, it looks that way. They're filing into the right spots. Hands are going, signals are going everywhere. So it looks like we're ready to get this inaugural Plan B regional bash underway.
Yeah, very historic day here at the SCG. We're getting a lot of country players here having their first opportunity to play on the main ground here in New South Wales. Lots of memories have been made here in the past. Here we go. We're going to make some more here for the Plan B Big Bash. First ball comes in from Broccoli. And it is just played back. No run there. Good start. Probably a bit too much onto the stumps there, boys, but a great start nonetheless. Stop ball.
Yeah, just looking at the field, they've got just the one slip in, so not too attacking there, but kind of a backward point and probably a cover point as well, an extra cover and then a mid off. Yeah, as I said earlier, it's really obviously important for Broccoli not to go too hard at the stumps, otherwise you could get clipped to that eastern side of the ground pretty easily, I would suggest. So good little bit of pace up early on by the looks of it as well. He's charging in here.
It certainly is. He comes in to Norval again. There you go. He's outside that off stump. I think that's probably the line that he's going to be trying to aim for, because at least if he does get an edge, there are fielders there to protect the boundaries, and it's going to be a long hit out towards this western side of the ground.
Yeah, it's at these early stages, this first couple of overs is about getting your line and your length and making sure you stick to your plan. So at the moment, just getting a bit of rhythm up, ready to charge in and pick up an early wicket for the Flames if you can, and for the Bolters to get away to a good start.
Comes in again, Broccoli from the Randwick end. Nicely played there. A little bit more full there from Broccoli, but he's just being able to play that ball back to mid-off for no run. A nice little shot there from Norval, but not being able to pierce the field in that instance.
Yeah, he's definitely looking to play his shots. You saw that second ball. He's had a nice slash outside off stump, and then played a nice drive there. Unfortunately, didn't pierce the field, but looking to play his shots early. Paul, just with the Flames today, their kind of bowling order, do they generally go kind of 2 over stints, or is it kind of just see how the game pans out? Does Dan Constable? Oh, that's a good shot there.
That's a good shot. Broccoli's just straight onto leg stump, and he's been able to hoik that away, finding the gap past the square leg umpire for 4 there. Certainly a good start here from Norval. That's what he want to continue on here and take advantage of these power play overs. Yeah,
that was a good shot then off his hip down a backward square to that short boundary. Got rid of dispatched that ball and basically saying, you want to be at my hip, you're going into the short boundary. Good shot from Norval. Back to your thing there, Nathan. Yeah, normally they'll depending on how they roll, they normally about 2 over spells.
Comes again.
Oh, very close. Nice little French cut there, can sometimes be effective, but very close to the stumps there. Nice little touch from the keeper as well, just to make sure it didn't go to the boundary.
You certainly have to ride your luck in these T20 matches. It was out there to have a go at. It was a bit outside off stump there, but just getting that French cut that a lot of players will really, they like having in their repertoire. It does produce a lot of runs, especially in these first 6 overs of a T20 game, taking advantage of no one out there on the boundary. But riding his luck here well, they do need to take advantage of these power play overs. Broccoli coming in again. Big shout there from Broccoli, but probably just a bit too high. The batsman scamper through for a leg bye.
Yeah, he's looking to looks like he's looking really hit the deck hard. So that's a good sign for Broccoli, and that's the end of the first over.
End of the first over here at the SCG. This is the Plan B Regional Batch 6's conference final. Northern Inland, after winning the toss and batting a none for 7 off the first over.
Yeah, that was a little bit sloppy, I thought, in the field there. They were a little bit slow there for that leg bye. More concerned about going up for the appeal, and they scampered through for a leg bye. But good start from the Bolters. Good start. 7 off the first. That's looking good for where they're looking to go to.
Yeah, an interesting tactic here. Looks like spin from the Paddington end. Sorry. So obviously you don't want spin probably coming from the other end, as we mentioned at the top of the show. But yeah, an interesting tactic. Is this something they've gone with, Paul?
Yeah. Yes, Nate. Kendrick Hatton here, the left-arm spinner from the Corrimal Club. From the Dapto Club, formerly of Corrimal as a junior. He's taken a few wickets for them in their early games, and it's been a good tactic. Here again, like talking about Dan Constable, thinking on his feet, going, okay, let's try and slow the ball up. So let's just see how this pans out. Hatton's has taken he's took 2 for 18 in the last game, and normally he'll bowl his 4 overs out if he bowls reasonably well.
And what's his style? Does he kind of toss them up, or is he more of a kind of a flatter, bowling a bit more darty?
He bowls a bit flat, mate, but he's like 6'2", 6'3". He lets them go from a height and drifts the ball in beautifully.
And you can tell by the field here that he probably doesn't really toss them up too much, and you've got the 2 men back here straight. and then kind of just your conventional kind of ring field after that. So obviously looking to get him to play down the ground as opposed to playing either side of the ground.
I think we saw there from that first ball about what his plan's going to be, just hitting that leg stump line, darting it in, not giving themselves any room to free their arms and hit towards that short boundary.
Yeah, he's changed his field now for Dawson on strike here, the left-hander. He's dropped one out to deep mid-wicket and brought the mid off up. So here we go.
He's found it nice in the block hole there. Just a bunt down to the long on for a single. I'm sure they'll be very happy with that. The Flames, if they can just keep them quiet here in these first couple of overs and just really get some dots or some ones and really hold back the boundaries.
Yeah, he's still tossing it up a bit slower through the air here, which is interesting. Good bowling so far.
Yeah, he's changing his pace, which is good. That's just what you want to do there and create some of these dot balls.
Yeah, he comes in again here from the Paddington end and bit short there, and it's cut away, but not with a lot of force. They're chasing it down to the boundary. Good slide there, pulls it well just inside, and they get back for 2.
Yeah, it wasn't a convincing shot, I would say. A nice top edge. It probably got onto him a bit quick. Didn't pick up the length too quickly to get back on that back foot, but got there enough and was safe enough to be able to get 2.
Yeah, he certainly is changing his pace here. He is making the batsman guess of how quickly it will be coming towards him as he comes in again, and a big shot. And that's 6. That's the first 6 here today at the SCG. He's taken a bit of a risk. He's come down the wicket, but he's certainly come up with the goods there. The first maximum here today.
Yeah, Norval there. He's looking to play shots, as Nathan said earlier, and he's just beautifully come down the wicket to the spinner and hit him straight over long off there for 6 maximum.
Comes back in. What can he come back with here? Just in the block hole. Down to long off for a single. He'd be certainly more happy with that sort of ball than that 6, but it was certainly a great shot.
Yeah, great use of the feet here from Norval. Looks like a tidy cricketer, smart cricketer. Didn't try and go again, but just played a nice shot in that last ball of the over.
That's the end of the second over here. The score is
none for 18, mate.
None for 18.
Had 11 off that over, so the Flames need to tighten it up here. A little bit of nerves might be in the Flames game at the moment. They need to get rid of those fairly quickly and get on the ball here.
They certainly do.
Yeah, there was. It doesn't look like there's many nerves from young Norval here. He's playing a really, really good game, and like what I've seen so far, looking to play shots.
Yeah, they certainly need to take advantage of these first 6 overs. Broccoli comes in again from the Randwick end, and a big slash outside off stump. He's come down to what was sort of a shortish ball, trying to just sort of push it away towards the offside, but very well done there, and he's just been able to miss it and gone through the keeper, no run.
Yeah, I would suggest that was a bit of a premeditated, I'm going to run at this bloke. So, as we've said, Norval looking to get on with it, which is good to see, good for the game.
Yeah, we also can put the bowler off here, try and make him bowl where he wants him to bowl to, rather than have him bowl to his set plan, as Broccoli comes in again. There you go, more of a conventional shot there, and he just plays it out to point, no run again.
Yeah, that was a better length there, I think, from Broccoli. The first 2 balls of this over has been a good length. He's just getting it just back of a length, so it's not easy to drive or not easy to go back to as well. So it's really good stuff here from Broccoli in these first 2 balls of this over.
Yeah, certainly want to be finding that line where it makes the batsman think, does he want to go backwards or forwards to the delivery? Broccoli in again from the Randwick end. There you go. Oh, he's played that one nicely out towards cover, but fielded very well there. It was certainly travelling there. He hasn't got the most comfortable fielding positions there. He's on that old wicket, so a nice bit of work there on that practice pitch, on the old pitch, I should say, to stop that off, because if he did beat him, I'd say they probably wouldn't have gone for 4, but there were certainly a few runs out there past him.
He's got a nice little bit of outswing shape happening here. Just need to make sure we finish off this over. Had 3 dot balls, see if we can finish off.
Comes in again. It's got the slower ball, but not executed as he would have liked, and we have a wide. What was he trying to bowl there? The back of the hand or the leg cutter?
No, he bowls out the back of the hand at pace, and that one's gone wrong for sure.
Yeah, not a bad option though to change the pace here. Constable's looking to go at him, so he doesn't want to let him get into the rhythm of knowing the pace that's coming onto the bat. So change it up a bit, hopefully get a misplayed shot, which you could obviously see. He's looking to play his shots. He missed that one, obviously it was a little wide, but this is a good start here from Broccoli in this second over.
Comes in again, and he's got an Australia. He's readjusted. The fine leg's been moved wide after that last the last pull shot in the last over, and that one trickles its way to the boundary for another 4.
Yeah,
and
didn't get anything on that though. It was a leg by, so
a leg by. Sorry,
missed out, but they still got the runs for the team, so that's okay.
Yeah, they'll certainly take them any way they can, but it certainly did trickle. But with that short boundary, they've really got their fine leg wide, so if the keeper does miss it, it will more than likely run on this very fast outfield. Okay, Broccoli's in again. Oh, that one looks like it's moved back off the seam, and
Looks like we've got buys there. The keeper didn't even catch it. It's gone through, down a fine leg. Yeah, it's a good delivery, that. Good pace, short of length, and I think it's cut back a little bit and gone through him.
I certainly would agree there, and I think that the keeper didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah, it's the first kind of real movement we've seen out of this wicket. As we said at the top of the show, it's a little bit of green in it, so if you're getting in the right areas, it could do a little bit off the wicket for you. So it's the first bit of movement. It's good to see. Get it in the right area, and it could do something for you.
Yeah, he'd be certainly looking at hitting that spot again, especially now to the left-hander. If he can get that ball moving away, then he can really bring the keeper and the slip into play. Just seeing a few field placement changes here to adjust for the left-hander. I don't think he's actually bowled to the left-hander in this innings as yet.
This will be his first ball to Dawson, so it'll be interesting to see how the left-hander takes him on it. I think the strategy here from the bowlers looks like it's Norval's going to be the hitter and Dawson's going to be the worker of the ball and bat the innings.
Broccoli's in again, and he's just let that go. That really reared up off a length there. It was a good end to the over there for Broccoli. After 3 overs here at the SCG, the Northern Inland Bolters are none for 24.
Yeah, good start from the Bolters. They're going along nicely, and the key, as we said earlier, is they haven't lost any wickets yet. So hopefully, if they can get through the power play and not to lose too many wickets, then no doubt. As you said, Paul, Norval will definitely be looking to go much bigger again. Hopefully he can continue on for the Bolters. He's, as we've said, he's scored a few runs in the first 2 games, so he's looking to be nice and consistent all the way through the competition.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he's going to try to attack the left-arm spinner. He's just pushed that one out to short mid-off. Going at 8 and over, they're looking good at the start, the Bolters. They're looking really good. And again, like you said, Norval, he looks the danger man here. They need to get him out.
They certainly do, as we come in again, and he's come down the wicket again trying to play that big shot. He does check it, and he just gets it down to deep long on for just a single running in. But you're certainly right that he does look like he's the hitter. He certainly wants to take the ascendancy here to the spinner, and we'll just have to see how Dawson plays. He's got the short boundary to his leg side. Maybe he might take advantage of it. And he does sweep there, but he can only hit it to square leg for no run.
Yeah, a little bit of a tactic. I think if Illawarra, the Flames can do this, he's probably try and keep Dawson on strike as much as possible and try and build some pressure that way.
Comes in again, tosses it up in the block hole. He managed to get it past mid-wicket there, down to long on for a single. So I think that's his tactic. He just wants to give the strike back. As we've seen the big hitting coming out from him. He comes in again to Norval here. All right in the block hole there.
That was well bowled. Really well bowled.
It was certainly bold. He saw him coming and adjusted well for that shot. Right in the block hole there. He can't do anything with that sort of bowling.
Yeah, much better over here from young Hatton. This is a fantastic comeback after 11 off the first over. He's finished that over with only 2 off it, so that's a fantastic over, fantastic response.
Yeah, certainly was a much better over from Kendrick Hatton here at the SCG for the Plan B Regional Bash. The Northern Inland Bolters are none for 26 off 4 overs.
Just trying to figure out a bit of a par score here, Paul, and what your thoughts are on what would be a really tough tough score to chase. No doubt, obviously, your finals will play into that as well, and having runs on the board can always play on the minds of the team chasing. But what are your thoughts, Paul?
I think a pass score, you're looking here, outfield, short boundary, 150, to me, you're in the game, 150 is a good score. The way they've started, they're looking like they're going to get that. But then, a couple of wickets changes everything. But that's where the Flames have got to bite back at the moment. Yeah, I reckon 150, Nathan.
Yeah, 150 is generally a good total, boys. I would have to agree with you there. Broccoli continuing for his third over. He's bowling to Dawson, and it's just been blocked back for a single. I think Broccoli hasn't had much of a chance to bowl to the left-hander here in Dawson. I think he'll revel in this, try and have a hole over at him and try and really build that pressure. Yeah,
I think he, looking from the bowling perspective, he's playing fairly standardised batting-wise, so I think it'll allow Broccoli to get into some rhythm. And all that's gone through and just might have clipped him on the shoulder. No, just brushed him. He's leaned out of the way of that.
Yeah, it's well bowled. It's a nice shorter ball, well targeted, kind of at his badge. So that was well bowled. Just a nice little surprise ball. Make sure you keep the batsman thinking.
And with the field they've got set here, that shorter ball's not too bad to the long boundary. If he doesn't get it, he gets a top edge through to the keeper, or he skies it. So, and looking at young Dawson there, he's having a good look at this. He's not trying to force the pace. I think he's the worker. He's going to nudge a single and give it to Norval.
Comes in again, Broccoli. He follows up with a good Yorker after the short ball, and just dug out there from Dawson to cover for no run. He certainly does the old two-card trick well there. It was a great bouncer, but the Yorker was even better to follow it up.
To me, I think, as you said, it looks like Dawson's the worker of the ball, but he's probably got to be. Looks like he's in a bit of two minds whether he should be playing that attacking game or just working the ball around. That was a nice aggressive shot. So it kind of needs to make sure he knows what his role is and run hard between the wickets.
Broccoli in again. He's bowled that slow ball again, and again not get it right, and he's given away another wide here. Just trying to change the pace and trying to keep the batsman guessing, but just maybe a little bit of nerves, maybe not used to the pink ball, and yet again he's not been able to deliver on that slow ball.
Yeah, I don't think he even needed to bowl that. I think he's at the moment. He had him under good pressure there, 3-dot balls, and now he's just given a slower ball wide away. So let's see what he comes back with now. It hasn't worked both times. Both times he's gone to bowl that slower ball out the back of the hand. It's been a wide. So.
Comes again. What can he follow up with? And it's a shortish ball that he tries to fly away out to that point boundary. He finds the stacked offside field for no run. Certainly a good ball there. He can be a bit wide outside off stump. He certainly has the protection.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's probably, as you said, Paul, maybe trying too much with that slow ball, and it doesn't, especially to Dawson, it doesn't need to be bowled. He's struggling to pierce the field here. So if he just keeps chewing on us at a nice line and length, I think. He'll be able to keep the dots up, and Dawson really needs to look to work the ball as opposed to hit it through the field.
Broccoli in again, and he's managed to find past the field now, and has he pulled that one back? I'm not sure down on the boundary. It was a good chase from the third man, but it is a very short boundary, and it has been signalled for.
Yeah. That went quickly, didn't it?
Yeah, it did go quickly. It flew off the bat, and it was. You can see if you just beat the infield here, if either side, you're going to get 4 there. So important. He didn't play that too hard. He didn't play hard at the ball. He just kind of worked it and got the result as well. Yeah. The fielder gave it up, didn't he?
Yeah. I think the guy down at third man there, I think Hatton, was a bit sleepy. I don't think he moved around. He was still at fine leg from the right-hander.
Yeah, he did make the dive, though, to make it look a bit better, and a good comeback ball right on the stumps there. A bit quicker, but they still scamper through for a single. A good end to the over there for the Bolters here at the SCG. After 5 overs, it's none for 32, and one more over here in the power play, and they really need to make advantage of that before the field can move out.
Yeah, there was much better running between the wickets, from Dawson. He kind of pushed the ball into the gap and went with the shot. So that's what I think he needs to do. He knows if that's his role, he needs to make sure if he hits it into a gap, even if it hasn't pierced the field, that you can get a single there if you run well. So Interestingly, he's taken a bit of the strike here, so Norval hasn't been able to get on strike and have a bit of a hit. So whether or not that's hurting the bolters or not, we'll have to see.
Be interesting to see here. Here he goes. There's a top edge off the back, trying to sweep down to a short third man there. And I think that was sort of like, I've got to get off strike here to give him last over of the power play. Look, the bowlers are going along really well. At none for 32, 6 and over, just over 6 and over. They're going along well. This is a great start. No wickets down. They've got something to launch with here.
No doubt that no wickets is the absolute key. You'll be able to go through the middle overs, hopefully, and keep wickets in hand to be able to launch in the last 5 or 6 overs of the innings.
Yeah, certainly wickets in hand is key for the bolters here, but another good ball there from Hatton. He's just tying him up on that leg stump. He's blocked it back, but certainly he will go for it, and he does, and hit back. Bowler in vain tries to get his hand up, but luckily cut off at long on for another single, but certainly showed his intent with that shot.
That was well fielded down here at long on by Lockie Dunn. He charged in and got that throw back straight away, fired it back in and cut it down to a single, cut the 2 off for him.
Yeah, they've got Dawson back on strike for this last over, which is important as well. They'll be trying to tie him up here, and Dawson will certainly be looking for a single somewhere. Try and give his colleague a go at the rest of this, and he just does that, and he bunts it down to long on for a single well in. And with only a couple of balls left here for Norville, will we see him go big?
I'd suggest to be trying. We'll see how he goes. But yeah, it's also key. You don't want to necessarily give away your wicket right at the end of the power play.
Especially the way he's batting at the moment, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good beard down here from the long-off fielder as
yes.
well, old Michael Stevenson. That's excellent.
Comes in again, Hatton from the Paddington end, and he's gone big over cover.
Super shot, that. Absolute super shot.
Did that with absolute ease. The timing was the key there. That's a class shot.
Gave himself a little bit of room there to the leg side, and he hit it beautifully over the short boundary over cover. Absolute magnificent shot. Magnificent shot.
Well, he's been watching where the bowling's been. It's been at that leg stump. He gave himself some room and used the spin to his advantage, and it was a huge shot. And it was a good comeback there from Hatton. Just a nice ball on off stump there. Could only be blocked back.
There's another 9 runs off that over for the final over of the power play. So, yeah, they've played this really well, the Northern Inland Bowlers. None for 41 off their 6 overs so far. So, going at 6.8 and over, that's a great start to the initial Sydney Sixers, or the Sixers Conference Final, I should say, of the Plan B Regional Bash.
Yeah, we've got Norval here on 24, Dawson on 9, and we're seeing the first bowling change here for the Illawarra Flames. Can you give me some background on our new bowler here?
Dale Skyfleet from the Dapto Club. He's a former New South Wales country player. He's an all-rounder. He's a batter and a bowler. Bowls medium pace right arm. He does a little bit with the ball, so this will be good. Very experienced campaigner. He's been around a long time, and yeah, he won't give much away here.
No doubt. With the end of the power play, the captain constable will be looking to move the field out and get some, maybe preserve the runs and build some pressure, hopefully, and make them look to go for the big shot and see if that creates some wickets.
They're certainly protecting this short boundary here towards the left-handers offside with third man deep cover and long off as well. It's interesting to see that the fielders here, there is a fine leg and a deep mid wicket. They are in from the boundary, and as Shyfleet comes in his first ball and it's edged away to third man, he can come around and cut it off. And some good running there by both batsmen, and they get back for 2.
Yeah, no, that's not a bad start from Skyfleet. Outside edge down to third man. They're looking good, the bolters. Like I said, I think just looking now, you work it out, they'd be looking at 180 now, 150 to 180, the way they've set this game up.
I'm certainly they've sure they've got some hitters back in the benches. 5 feet again. Oh, big swing there from Dawson. Really not playing the sort of innings we've seen from him from these first 6 overs. Gets it through for no run, but a good piece of bowling there, and probably not the shot for that ball.
Yeah, interesting. The bowler here, young Skyfleet, he seems to get the ball through a little bit too, which is kind of just meanders in, but really pushes it through a little bit. For me, I reckon we need to look to be a little bit more attacking to this Dawson. He struggled a little bit and doesn't. Close run out. Oh, very close. Good fielding there. Very good fielding.
That's from your bearded friend, Mr. Stevenson, Nathan. Obviously, you're trying to grow a beard like Mr. Stevenson and a little bit jealous of how long his is compared to yours. But yeah, no, well fielded there. Good quick single. Like I say, Dawson there's obviously worked out a game. Nudge for a single. Get the big hitting Norval on strike.
And as I say, I reckon Constable probably could be a little bit more attacking with Dawson on strike, just to try and keep the pressure and build the pressure on him and make him play that big shot and hopefully get the wickets.
Yeah, they do need a wicket, and I think, it's like all cricket, mates. You get a wicket, it changes the game, new batter in, and I think that's what the Illawarra Flames are really looking for now. And I agree with you, they probably should stay a little bit more attacking to Dawson to try and pick up that wicket and get a bit of a roll happening for them.
Yeah, but we see a lot with T20s that games can ebb and flow, certainly when wickets or dry patches come. The Flames just not having that at the moment as Shifley comes in again and it's really come down the wicket for that. They're scampering through. He's hit the stumps.
There's an appeal there. No, it's not out. Not out. Good fielding, good cricket all round there. Good quick single.
The bearded warrior attacks again and he's hitting a direct hit there. That's fantastic fielding again. He's really honing in there and fielding on the ring, but he's looking to come in and make sure he can cut off those singles. Hasn't been able to do it yet, but he's making them think about it, and they'll no doubt think about it next time when they hit it to him if they can get a single or not with that direct hit.
Not bad for Michael Stevenson. He's been a wicket keeper all his life, so he's doing quite well out in the field.
No, certainly is. He's looked good there at that backward point position as Shifley comes in again to the left-handed Dawson, right up in the block hole, but it's been just placed down to long off for no run. He's just getting his Norval back onto strike really well here. He's still shown his intent here, even with the power play finished, Norval.
Yeah, it just looks like that was a nice push down the ground there, the left-hander Dawson, just for a single. Interesting to see where Norval goes with this. I think he's setting up here. He's going to go big.
Comes in again and all right up in the block hole. Another quick single, and had he hit there, I think we would have
had our first wicket there for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. He was struggling a little bit there, Norval, getting down the wicket, and then had to get out of the bowler's way as well. So, some good fielding there from the Flames, but couldn't prevent the singles. That's the end of the over.
Yeah, the end of the 7th over here for the Plan B regional batch, Sydney Sixers conference final, and the Northern Inland Bolters, they're none for 47.
Yeah, I reckon you were 10 short with your prediction on the par there. I would have gone 160 probably as the I know it's hindsight. And I've said it 3 or 4 overs after you.
I was just going to say that, Nathan. You didn't come up with your suggestion at the very start, did you? You just gave it to me, and now you've had a look and gone, geez, they're batting well. No wickets. I reckon they'll go for 160, 170. Yeah, thanks for that.
No, but I think 160 is a par score, but they could go 180 here if they keep continuing on.
Well, they've set it up for a big score, I think.
Interestingly, Hatton is continuing here, so he might he's obviously looking to bowl his 4 overs straight here. This is into his last over, but I reckon Norval's targeting that short boundary again. Hopefully he can repeat what he did in the last over.
That was a huge 6 there, and Hatton coming in, he'd be certainly planning it, and he's come down. Big appeal.
He's missed it. Oh, they got him. Oh. Wrong end, find the backward square there. Backward point.
Bit of a mix-up there between the batsmen, not really communicating too well. So it's all happening here at the SCG.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting situation there. You're right. A little bit of panic from both at the moment. I think both teams, they want to get runs, get the spinner away, and Illawarra are busting for a wicket here, and a bit of nervousness from both sides. Here he goes down. Oh, there's the edge to backward square, just where he went before, and that's Norval caught there at short backward. What is it? Short
point. Backward point. I would suggest, Paul.
Yeah, fair enough. Got a bit mixed up with the short boundary.
No, that was well bowled again, and Norval looked to go down the ground again, and just got a nice edge and. The backward point there took a comfortable catch.
Yeah, it was a good piece of bowling there. He saw him coming. He's pushed it out a bit wider, got the edge, and it's just bobbled up to backward point there for an easy catch. That's the first wicket here in the Sixers Conference Big Bash Final. That's Norval. He's out for 25, and the Northern Inland Bolters, they're 1 for 47.
Yeah. That was a good innings. Shame to me, he was going to, like I said, going to go big. Got a leading edge there, but that was well batted from Simon Norville. He's got the Bolters away to a good start here. It's 1 for 47. Sorry, off 7 overs. So yeah, a good start, and we've got Rickson into bat now.
Yeah, young Michael Rickson from the North Tamworth team. So look to see how he goes and whether his tactics are to get Dawson on strike or if he's going to now become the aggressor. It will be interesting to see what they go with.
Nathan, you're right there. This is an interesting situation for Dan Constable, the captain of the Flames. They've kept what we thought was the worker of the ball on. They've got the big hitter out, and now's an opportunity to burgle some overs and get through some quick ones. A lot of dot balls, and maybe pick up another wicket and try and get that ebb and flow, as you said earlier, Matt. Maybe it ebbs towards or flows towards the Illawarra side this time.
Yeah, he's certainly pulled up to this new batsman very well. 2 dots. They were trying to scamper through for the signal there, but just hit a bit too firmly towards a backward point. So 2 dots here, as we see after a wicket, that really they can really slow the ball down. And they can slow the scoring rate down. As he comes again for the last ball. Very quick single.
Oh. This has been a really good over from Hatton. He's got a wicket, and he had 1 run scored off that over, which is a great over. 1 for 1 off that over, so it was excellent. The score's now pushed on to 1 for 48 off 8 overs.
Yeah, it was certainly great end of his spell there to Kenry Hatton. The captain will be really pleased how he finished off that over. Probably a gamble to leave him on after that power play had finished, but he really produced the goods there.
Yeah, it was a good end to his spell. Bowled 4 overs, 1 for 23. So actually went less than 6 and over, which is always good from a spin bowler. So he's come back well at the end of that over. He was going close to 8 and over before that last over. So he's brought it back nicely.
Yeah, as we see Shyfleet, he continues from the Randwick end here, and he's coming into, and he's just been blocked down to mid-on. Run-out chance again, but just fumbled there from the fielder at mid-off.
Dan Constable, Dan Constable, the captain, a little bit deep there at mid-off. You've got to either be wanting to stop that single and put some hesitation in the batsman's mind than actually letting them get that single. He looks to be a bit deep, looking for the run out instead of looking to get the dot ball.
Yeah, it's been some good running between the wickets from the Bolters in the last couple of overs, really being able to drop the ball and run, or hit it to the infield and get a single through. So
Shyfleet in again. He's into Dawson, and he's tied him up there. Probably the ball was there to flick off his hip, which he tried to do, but maybe a little bit of movement there, movement away towards the offside, and just tangled him up a little bit there. No run again, but he's certainly bowling some good areas here, Skyfleet.
Yeah, I think with Nathan, what Nathan said earlier, Dale Skyfleet is he jogs in. He's a big fella, and he actually lets the ball zip through. It's all shoulder, and I think he might have just caught Dawson there with a little bit of pace. Just zipping onto him a bit quicker. Here he is again. He's got him again, and he's edged him down there to third man. And he's going to be cut off here by Hatton. They're running for 2.
Great running.
Yeah, good running.
Good bit of running, especially with the left arm. Hatton, he's had to pick the ball up, turn around, and throw, running towards his right-hand side, so they've really pushed hard for 2 there. Certainly that's what you see in this sort of middle overs of a T20 match. You really need to run those 1 and 2s really hard. Try and turn those 1s into 2s and even 2s into 3s.
Especially on this leg side with this big field. Yeah, they've probably never played on grounds this big, to be honest. And so, yeah, everything's a key to get to that 160, 170 par, as Nathan said. Those extra runs between, turning those 1s into 2s and 2s into 3s and pushing hard will make all the difference. Bit of a wide down the leg side there, you just saw from Skyfleet's let that go down the leg side. So the extras aren't helping here. The continual 1 or 2 wides is not good for the Flames.
Yeah, up to 10 extras now is quite a lot for the first 8 overs.
Oh, he's back on point there, and Dawson's gone for the big shot, looking for that big gap towards cover and mid-off, but a really good ball in that right spot, again in that spot, that certain spot of uncertainty, whether to go forward or go back, and just caught him on the crease there.
Corridor of apprehension.
Yeah, we can go the Damien Fleming book and just rattle them off all afternoon, I'm sure, but it is some good bowling.
Yeah, and it looks like Dawson's looked to change his game now. He's looking to be the hitter, and it's just not working for him at the moment. I don't think that's his game, but I think he's looking in his mind that, okay, the big hitter's gone, I'm going to have to take over. I've been here for 8 overs. New batter in, let him get his eye in. It's all up to him now. And it doesn't, to me, looking from here, it's not sitting well with him.
No, it's not sitting well, but I don't think it's necessarily required at this part of the game either. I think if they can still manage to get 5 or 6 and over by working the ball around and keeping that run, the scoreboard ticking over, and then they can launch having wickets in hand in the last 5 or 10.
You're right there, Nathan. It's just a matter of him knowing that and making it happen. There's a single down to mid-off there.
Yeah, that's his game. That's what he needs to be doing. Even if they're not hitting those boundaries, you need to be looking for those singles and ones and just keep the scoreboard ticking over. Here at the SCG, after 9 overs, it's 1 for 53.
Yeah, no, they're going well, the bolters. They're going really well, like we've said. And again, if Dawson can just look to keep working those 5 and 6 and over, Nathan, through the singles and the twos, and just don't worry about the big shot. It'll come. It'll come in time when it's there. But made it look like to keep rotating the strike and get bat on ball, run a ball.
Yep, looks like we've got a change of bowling here, but it looks like it's going to stay with spin. Young Jamie Fleming from the Balgownie Club. What can you tell us, Paul?
Yeah, off spinner Jamie Fleming. He's been in rep cricket a long time. He's taken hundreds of wickets down in the Illawarra. He's been around a long, long time, the Balgownie captain. Won a lot of premierships down in the Illawarra, and Jamie is a wily off spinner. He's got good changes of pace. He's very sharp about the game of cricket. And you'll see some good bowling here from Fleming.
Another left arm orthodox.
No, right arm offie.
Sorry, I thought he bowled left arm with that warm-up ball, but obviously I'm seeing things.
That was a good start there from Fleming. He'll try and keep this ball outside off stump, you'd imagine, to the left-hander with all this territory here out towards the offside. Fleming in again. He's just slowed that one down again and come down the wicket there, Dawson. They do pick up the single, and they really do need to keep those singles coming, especially with the pace off the ball. The pace isn't going to be there to go for those big hits off bowlers like Fleming. Yeah,
they will struggle here because, like I said, Jamie's very, very, very cluey about how he bowls. He's got a good change of pace. He knows his field. He does toss the ball up. He's got a good arm ball, good top spinner. This will be an interesting situation here, and this could be, hopefully, the Flames might get another wicket.
Yeah, Fleming comes in again to the right-hander, and he's a bit of a full toss there, but not taken advantage of.
Yeah, got away with that one.
He certainly did. Rickson really just not being able to, probably wasn't expecting it, to be fair, and just bunts it back to the bowler for no run.
Caught and bowled chance there, sharpish, but it's hit it down to our bearded warrior down here, Michael Stevenson, on the long off fence for a single.
Yeah, to me, I think Constable's missing a trick here. I would have liked to see our bearded friend up in the ring. I just think that might like to see these batsmen, especially the new batsmen in Rickson, try and go over the top, going against the spin. So interesting tactics here.
Bit short there from Fleming, but not really hit right out of the middle of the bat. It does just squirt out to point there, and they scamper through for another single. And they really are looking for these singles now. They are rotating the strike well, but you do sort of feel that they need to be scoring a bit more than just these singles.
Yeah, just push that one out through the cover to the man on the fence on the short boundary there.
Looked to give himself a bit of room there, but. Yeah. Just played it out nicely at the end of the over.
Not a bad over there. I think there's only 4 off that over, so that's good in the middle overs. So not a bad start from Fleming.
Yeah, Fleming certainly will be happy with that over. Probably just that really sharp caught and bowled chance. Probably a quarter chance there for the bowler. But after 10 overs, it's 1 for 57.
Got another change of bowling here from the Randwick end by the looks of it. We've got number 12, Pat Hammond from the Dapto Club.
Yeah, Pat's a left-arm medium pace bowler. He had a good game the last game against the Northern Rivers Rock. It wasn't against the Rock, it was against the Newcastle Blasters. He picked up 4 for 16 off his fourth, bowling his left-arm medium paces. Nips the ball around a bit, so again, this could be a challenge for him with a short boundary. He's got to get it right, because if he's just short of a length on that leg stump bowling his left-arm in-swingers, could end up in the big Bill O'Reilly stand with a big hit.
Yeah, wouldn't mind to see another couple of big maximums.
Certainly, I think the bolters would love to see those big maximums as well. Yeah, definitely being that left arm in swing, he's going to have to make sure this ball is outside off stump here. He comes in for his first ball now. He is trying to make sure he's outside off stump. And
great catch there.
Catch.
Yeah, fantastic outfield catching there. He didn't have him all the way back, knowing it's a big boundary out there. Only had him 2/3 of the way out there. But young Broccoli has taken a great catch out there. Paul's just pointing out to me, that was my son, that was my son.
It was a good
Proud
catch.
dad moment.
No, it was a great catch. He's making sure that he was not going to be on the stumps there. He's thrown it wide outside off stump. The batsman's eyes have lighted up and could only find Broccoli there at deep cover. Some good field positioning. They had him inside the rope there with that big boundary, and the second wicket falls here at the SCG.
Yeah, that was pretty well bowled for his first ball of his over. He's pushed it across the batsman to the right-hander Rickson, and he's gone big, a bit like he was trying to do with the off-spin of the previous over, giving himself some room. But I don't think he realised that that fellow of Broccoli was at 3/4 of the way to the fence on the big side, on the members' side, ladies' stand side, and he's hit it straight down his throat. Close enough to his throat. He had to move around a little bit. We won't make too much of a song and dance about how good the catch was, will we, Nathan?
We'll wait till we're off air. The new batsman for the Bolters is Adam Jones from Bective East in Tamworth. He's going to have some work to do here, especially with Dawson. He's not really firing, and they need some runs coming from this other end.
I think this is that momentum flow towards the Flames at the moment. You know, we've had a tight last sixth over. We had a tight Fleming over, and this one started off to be with a wicket off the first ball. So I think Illawarra here, the Flames are pulling this back just a little bit and have taken a bit of the momentum, and it's now up to the Bolters. What will they come back with?
Certainly, as he comes in again for his second ball. It's gone big. Could we be on a hat-trick here?
We're on a hat-trick. That's down the ground, a long on, and he's caught by Skyfleet down there.
Yeah, it's a big wicket too. Dawson as well, the set batsman, has tried to go big and take the responsibility on of pushing the run rate up, but he's holed out down there at long on. That's a disappointing way to end the innings.
I did say Patrick Hammond, he's the gun, isn't he? 4 for last game, and he's on a hat-trick in his first 2 balls here at the SCG on the biggest stage. Yeah, a bit like, Dawson's been batting there for a while. He's been there for 10 overs or 9 overs, and he's gone to play the game that I don't think really suited him, Nathan. He wanted to play big, and did not sit well with him.
Yeah, I don't think that was the right way to go about it, especially with the wicket falling. You need to just consolidate a little bit, and looks like we've got an international cricketer's brother walking to the crease as well. Young Aaron Hazelwood, brother of obviously our great fast bowler Josh.
He certainly would have been asking his brother for some tips about the SCG in the last coming days, but he's got a big job here to do for the Bolters. With 2 wickets in 2 balls, the new man, Adam Jones, didn't face the last ball as a batsman crossed. They've crossed again. He's got to face this hat-trick ball. If you guys were Hammond, what would you be doing?
Well, you've got to think about the game and not just the ball. So it's very important that you're continuing to look for the runs and all that type of thing. Obviously, Constable doesn't look like he's changing too much, and I'm not going to go any more attacking. But they are putting a bit more pressure on bringing the field up and making the Bolters batsmen work for their runs and not giving them anything easy to get their eye in.
Here's Dan Constable's actually had a look at this. He's brought his fine leg up. He's looked at Hammond. He's bowled 2 balls across the batsman and got wickets. I think here he comes. Here it comes, the hat-trick ball. What do we got? He's got an inside edge squeezed out to backward square there. And they get a single. Well bowled, Patrick Hammond.
Yeah, Jones didn't look like he was trying to keep that out or anything like that. He was playing the shot, and that was really well bowled. Looked like he moved it in a touch and got a bit of in swing to the right hander, and just squirted it out with a nice French cut out to square leg. So this is really good stuff here from Hammond.
Certainly is. He's changed the game here for the Flames. Really, when we were just talking about the Bolters were going along well, but these T20 games do ebb and flow, and really the momentum is now with the Flames as Hammond's in again. And Hazelwood just tries to play the big cut bottom edge. He just squeezes out to cover for a single.
Yeah, you can see the Flames, the body language in the Flames at the moment around the field and around the square here. They're running, they're on a high at the moment. They feel they're back in the game here. There's a lot of chirp, there's a lot of chat. There's good energy at the moment.
Yeah, definitely up and about now, aren't they, Paul?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, it's good to see. And that's why we love T20 cricket. It can really just change at a drop of a hat like that, the momentum for either side. Hammond's in again, and another edge, and he just squeezes it down to third man for a single. They certainly can't use the middle of the bat to Hammond at the moment.
No, this is a good start by Patrick Hammond. 2 wickets, 3 off the over so far. It's a good middle over bowling over here by him for his first over on the big stage.
Well, and it puts another thing into the mind of the Bolters here. If he's going to keep bowling like this, they've got to work out where they can get runs from the other bowlers. Here he is again for his last ball, right up in the block hole. Well fielded there in the covers. They finish with a dot ball. What an over there. 2 for 3 for Hammond. After a good start, the Bolters, they're now 3 for 60 off 11.
Yeah, a great over there from Patrick Hammond, as we've said. That's just changed the momentum of the game. It's now put a little bit of doubt in the Northern Inland Bolters about how they go about this. Do we still go hard at the 10 over mark, at the 11 over mark? There's 9 overs to go. What's the plan here? I think you'll see with Fleming, he'll do the same thing. He'll mix the bowling up. He'll bowl an off spinner. He'll bowl his top spinners, his arm balls. Questions are going to be asked of the Bolters now.
They certainly will. Fleming's in again. He's floated it up. He's had a go, but it looks like it'll be just cut off on the cover boundary. Good running there from the batsman. They get 2. Certainly now, if they can keep these next couple of overs to that 6 mark and really not let them get any balls away to the boundary, they're really going to be searching in those last 5 overs to find that par mark that we were only just talking about an over or 2 ago of that 160.
It looks like they're really trying to go after Fleming here, so really key contest here, and if Fleming can pick up a wicket, then the Flames are right on top. But they're looking good at the moment, the Flames, and Fleming knows his game and knows what he needs to do just to keep it tight.
It's game on here. You can just see it. The batters are looking to take dominance, and the fielding side here with Fleming bowling's looking to take dominance too. So it's a good challenge here. Great start to the Sixers Conference Final here at the SCG under beautiful sunshine.
And the prize at this is the big game under lights tonight. Fleming's in again, and Hazelwood there goes the big cut. Luckily doesn't get the edge, and straight through the keeper, no run. Good ball there, just dropped a bit short, maybe the quicker one, and he wasn't being able to get back in time.
No, that's right. That was a little bit quicker through the air. Fleming again. There's a big one.
Good shot.
Good slog sweep into the O'Reilly stand there for the maximum. Great 6 there from Hazelwood. He's just got on the one knee, given it the slog sweep to Fleming, and put it straight into the Bill O'Reilly stand on the full. Yeah,
it's a great shot from Hazelwood. Just what the Northern Inland Bolters need, just to get a couple of boundaries up. They hadn't had a boundary in a few overs, so that really helps them, and hopefully we'll get the confidence up for Hazelwood and for the Bolters anyway.
Just takes a little bit of pressure off them. Every boundary takes a little bit of pressure off you. Just allows you to then just take a breath and not worry about the dot ball you've just faced. No, that was a great shot over to the mid-wicket fence.
You can really tell how easy it is to hit a maximum over that eastern side of the ground. The couple that we've seen, really, they haven't really even hit it that hard.
I'm sure you could probably do it in your time too, Nath.
He's tried to go again, but that was a quicker ball from Fleming. Well bowled.
He certainly picked that right one the first time. He's just gone again as his eyes light up again as it was a full again, but it was the quicker one. He was lucky enough to get away for the single, but as I said, if he can keep his head and wait for that ball, it will come. But just there, the rush of blood was too much. We've seen another big hit, but
it's maximum down the ground. Great shot from Jones. He's just took him off down the ground. That's a big over from the Bolters. A big over.
Yeah, there's 16 runs off that over, and it was certainly one that the Bolters needed. Again, we've seen a great over from the Flames, and then the Bolters hit right back with 2 sixes in that over. After 12, it's 3 for 76.
Yeah, no, again, another, as we've been saying earlier in the call, that the momentum changed. I think the Bolters looking there to change the momentum of the game. They could see it getting away from them, and in one over, they've gone swashbuckle, here we are, and brought it back a bit for them.
Yeah, get the run rate back up over to 6. They were kind of dropping it down to closer to 5 before that over, so definitely helped that over, and I reckon if they can get to 15 overs, then they'll really look to launch in the last 5.
Yeah, they certainly will. Some questions for young Dan Constable, the captain of the Flames, of what he does at this Paddington end of the ground now, whether he keeps Fleming going. But Hammond, coming off his big over last one, he's back on at the southern end, and they're trying to keep that momentum going. Hazelwood, he has had that big swipe, but he's only managed to get it to mid-on just for the single. Yeah,
it looks like Hazelwood's got his confidence up, and he might only know one way now in terms of playing a nice aggressive form of cricket. So could be an interesting couple of overs here. If Hazelwood sticks around, he could get on with it and pick this run right up nicely.
Well, they've got to learn from their last over from their fallen comrades, where he has bowled well here. He was getting in those lines, he was getting a bit of movement, and he did create a few mishits. If they're going to go big, they've got to go hard and make sure they get it away from the fieldsman. And Hammond's in again. Nice ball there. He's just on his hip. He's just managed to just play it away there, Jones, to fine leg just for a single.
He's getting some really nice shape on the ball here, Hammond, isn't he? Just working it nicely into the right-hander and away from the left-hander. So it's good to see, and nice tight stuff from here from Hammond. So it's important for I would suggest it's important for the bowlers just to get through Hammond here, maybe get 5 or 6 off his over, and then look to go from the other end.
Yeah, I certainly think that you're right there. They'll need to pick and choose their targets here, especially Fleming's on again. They know they can take him big, but when they have tried in the past for Hammond, they haven't been very successful. Hammond's in here again at 2. Hazelwood. Oh, beating him there. Well bowled.
Yeah, they've set the field here. He just dropped someone back there at Dan Constable just dropped someone back there at mid-wicket, and Hazelwood saw that, and then he's looking at the big gap over there, and I think he was looking, I'm going to go big down to Cow Corner area, deep mid-wicket, deep long on, and I think he was in two minds then what to do when that ball was bowled.
Comes in again to Hazelwood, and he's had it.
Got him.
He's bowled him.
Here comes Hammond with another wicket. He's knocked the top of off stump there. Beautifully bowled by Hammond. Sticked at that line, top of off, and got his man. That's a bonus for the Flames.
Yeah, I think Hazelwood couldn't get out of his mind after he hit that big long bomb. He couldn't get out of the aggressive mode just to work the ball around, and tried to play that one and a big shot down the ground, and just obviously got away from him. Beautifully bowled, hit the top of off stump.
I think it was some good field placements there from Dan Constable. He brought that long off up to inside the circle. It was almost that carrot dangling for him there to hit big over the top. That's where his big shot, that's where his runs were going to come from, and it was a great piece of bowling there from Hammond. Hits the top of off like any good bowler should, and that's 4 wickets down here, 4 for 78, and we should really be looking at that par total. If they can still get that 160 from here, it's going to be a massive effort from the Bolters.
Yeah, they've got wickets up their hand, and I still think they're on target here. It's about how they go about the run setting here. Again, like Nathan said, they've got to look at just getting set. They need a partnership. They haven't had one for a while. The wickets have just gone bing, 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 and since Hammond started his spell, he's picked them up. So they just need to get a partnership happening and allow themselves the chance to build to something now, the Bolters, and to build to that par score that we're looking at. Oh, well, I'm looking at 150. I think Nathan's pretty sure it's going to be a 160, 170 par. But anyway, we'll see what it turns out to be. But we've got Middlebrook come to the wicket now to face Hammond.
And Hammond 3 for 5 off 1.4 overs. He's really changed the game here for the Flames. It's been the first one really to look to use the pitch conditions. It's a very green pitch here to his advantage. He comes in again here to the new batsman, and it's just nice ball there and off stump. All he can do is block it back to the bowler for another dot ball, and he's looking deadly now, Hammond.
He's bowling a good line and length, Hammond, and I think he's a good middle of the game bowler, middle overs bowler, and it's worked to him. He's got some protection on the boundaries. He's got some protection down at the third man, and it allows him to get into some rhythm, and that's happening here.
Comes in again. Hammond, last ball the over. He's flashed it away out to deep cover, who is quite a way in from that long boundary. He keeps it just to a single. Another successful over here from Hammond. After 13 overs, it's 4 for 79.
Yeah, only another 3 runs off that Patrick Hammond over. Like you say, he's bowling really, really well, and 4 for 79. Need to build here now, like I said, a partnership, and hopefully the Bolters will get something underway to finish off their innings leading into the last 6 overs.
Well, they've left Fleming on here. They're obviously backing their off spinner, especially with that big wicket of Hazelwood in the last over. I'm sure he'll enjoy bowling to the new batsman, but really he's got to keep it tight here. He's got to play off the back of how well Hammond is bowling. And then we just see another one in the block hole. He bunts it out to deep cover. The short boundary there just for a single.
Yeah, I think definitely the wicket of Hazelwood is probably allowed Constable to keep Fleming on here. I don't know if he would have gone this option if Hazelwood was still out there. So, but Jones is still looking to get after him here. So it's an interesting time of the game. I reckon they just need to push on, hopefully get to 100 in the next kind of three overs, and then really look to go big in the last 4.
There we go. Another good ball there, right up in the block hole. Just played out again to deep cover for a single. Looks like Fleming's learnt from this last over. He's not really giving him anything slow. He's just trying to get it right up in the block hole, almost dart-like. Yeah,
no, he's bowling a lot flatter now, mixing his pace and not allowing them to get away. I think, the 16 off the over from before he's gone, no, I don't want to go for a Mozza. I'll tighten this right up for the Flames.
No, it's been good bowling, and he's gone big. He's gone straight, and it's a boundary there.
One bounce for is a good shot. Slowed that one up again, and he's gone the journey, so it might be a dart this next one.
I think it's about $1.01 for this next one, being a nice big dart in the block hole, but it's been a much better over here from Fleming. He is trying to get wickets as well here, so yeah, there it is. There's the big dart, and just there to short cover, no run.
He finishes off that over with, I think, about 4 darts, four dart balls, and a floater that went the journey. But yes, 7 off that over, and the bowlers here at the moment sitting after 14 overs at 4 for 86.
Yeah, there's some work to do certainly here from the Bolters, but they'll be trying to get to that 15th or 16th over and really try and still have some wickets in the shed to go big.
Nathan, what's your thoughts here? 6 overs to go, 4 down, you've got 6 wickets in the shed. What are you looking for, Nathan, on the last 6 overs? What are your thoughts on regarding how many an over they're looking at now?
Yeah, 4 wickets down. You're probably looking maybe one more over of just really working the ball. Hopefully get 6 off this over, get up into the 90s, and then you'd probably want to go 10 and over for the rest of the innings, I reckon. Or a bit of sloppy fielding there can get back for the second. One of the fielders looked like he's copped it on the knee. I think he's having a bit of a hobble there. But
that looks like the skipper, Dan Constable, who's backed up the throw there from Broccoli, looking for the run out, and has taken it on the knee, and they've got an overthrow from it.
Oh, it looks a bit nasty, that knee there, but yeah, probably not the best. It's probably about the first real bit of misfielding we've seen there from the Flames, as we see Hammond in again, and almost hit there to our bearded friend there at short cover. They do pick up the single as it goes past him out to deep cover, but really they're not being able to find the boundaries here from Hammond. And
no, he's bowling very well, Patrick Hammond. He's got 3 for 9. This is a great spell by the left armour.
He comes in again from the Randwick end, and he's tried to go big towards that short boundary towards the Bill O'Reilly stand. Completely misses it, and it's just gone through to the keeper. I think they're going to start this last 5 overs early here. If it's there, they're going to have a go.
Yeah, it looks like it, and I think they need to get up to that 140, 150 mark would be really key for them to make sure they're still in the game.
Hammond's not losing the plot here, but he's being smart. He's still aiming at the stumps. That ball just nipped back there. If he was a little bit closer to off, he would add another wicket there.
Comes in again. He's gone again.
That's a super shot. That one. That's up in the slot, and he's just crunched it through the covers. That's a beautiful shot there from Jones.
Out to the Barongal stand, the longest boundary here through the covers. There was a great cover drive. Pitched up. beautifully smoked through the offside there from Jones.
Sometimes just goes to show that conventional cricket shots can get you the same result as well. So important to note that in T20 cricket it's not all about slogging and just making sure you're playing the conventional shots as well.
Exactly right there, Nathan. You can play your normal shots. Just like that again. There he goes.
Yeah, that's going to race away as well. This outfield is lightning here today, and that's a good shot again. 4 run, 4 more. This is good stuff here from Jones, really picking up the pace. 1 ball to go on this over, and there's already 11 off it. As I say, if they can get another boundary or get to 100 off this over, I reckon, 150. You're looking at 10 runs and over for the last 5.
Yeah, no, he went that journey shot earlier, and then I think the penny might have dropped for him. Let's just play some if the ball's pitched up, let's just play some drives, and he's got maximum for 2.
Yeah, that's right. Constable put the mid off back there as well. Dot ball to finish the over. That's a good end to the that over there from the Bolters. Probably hurt Hammond's figures a little bit here, but he's bowling well.
Yeah, 4 for 97 off 15, the Bolters. So they're setting themselves up for around about that target we mentioned. It's about how they launch these last 5 overs.
Yeah, if I just can make a comment, I think those last 2 balls there that he got hit for 4, he bowled a lot fuller those last 2. He got out of that rhythm of finding that corridor of uncertainty and was really pitching it up and let the batsman get onto the front foot. And then you saw that last dot ball, he got back to his normal length.
Yeah, a bit like floating the ball up, you could say. He wanted to bowl full instead of just hitting the deck like he had been for those 2 balls, and he got punished for it. Fleming's back on there. There's a full toss that
got away with that one. I don't know what
got away with that one. He's bowled a couple of full tosses. Fleming got away with both of them.
It definitely looks like Middlebrook's job here just to get Jones on strike. He's looking like he's seeing the ball okay. Oh, it's very short, and he's missed that too. 2 absolute shockers from Fleming here, and he's got away with both of them.
Jones would be sitting there on striker's end going, what are you doing? Get me on strike with those ones.
Benny Middlebrook, get off strike, my friend. Get off strike, the Mr. Jones is saying.
Another short one. And he's just
I got to go the bowler that missed this. Bit of poor fielding there from the Flames. They'd set that up. They built the dot balls and the Patrick Hammond there at backward square.
Jones knew he just wanted to get on strike, didn't he? He took off as soon as the ball was hit.
He was running no matter what.
Certainly was, and Fleming in again. He's bolted short again, and yet again not being able to put bat on ball there, Jones. Now it's interesting to see. They're not the darts; they are there to cut, and just not being able to make contact. Fleming in again. He's got that one up in the block hole, and it's just back to him for no run.
Yeah, that was well bowled. That was a quicker one again. The ball before, I think he just pushed it through a little bit more and just couldn't pick up the pace and get some bat on it. Oh, that's well bowled. That's well bowled. Tossed it up really slow through the air. Didn't quite get to the pitch of it there, Jones.
Yeah, certainly. I think he saw him coming, dropped it a bit shorter and put a little bit less pace on it. Could only get the single there too long on. Quick over there from Fleming. Only the 2 runs off it. Great work there from Fleming. It's 4 for 99. 4 overs to go. They really need something big here now, the Bolters.
Yeah, Fleming come back then with a good over for the Flames. Only 2 off it. It was a good tidy over coming into the death here. 4 overs to go now. They're 99. 10 and over, Nath.
Yeah, you really need to be getting to 140 at least. After our predictions, you really need to be getting to 140, don't you?
Yes, you do, I think. They're good for 140. Let's see how they do it. Let's see how they go here, the Bolters.
Interesting change here. Shyfleet's back on. Hammond's been rested, and he's got up there. It's a big appeal. It did look close. It was very full, but shaken off by the umpire. Looks like it was an inside edge, and they run through for the single.
Yeah, a bit of bat on that one. Interestingly, the Bolters have still got Brendan Reynolds to come. He scored a few runs in the last game as well, so he might look to come in at the end, and I think he got him in quick time as well. So he might look to come in at the end and really launch. So you want one of these batsmen to really go hard, and they've got wickets in the shed still to use.
Here he comes again, Shyfleet in. And he's bowled that one wide, and it is called a wide. Just looking too much towards offside to try and get that ball to the... try and keep it to this long boundary, but just over correcting himself there.
Yeah, didn't look too happy, the bowler. I reckon you thought he might have snuck that in just inside the wide line, but
I think you're right there. I think he thought he got it inside the wide line and the white line there on the offside, and not to umpire McKim's liking.
Yeah, well, we all know T20 is a bowler's game and a batsman's game, and right up in the block hole there from Shyfleet and just the inside edge. Luckily, I think it's come off the pad and just stayed next to the wicket, and they could scamper through for another single. But yes, definitely a batsman's game, the old T20. Not much room at all for error for the bowlers.
No, that's why you're exactly right. Big batter's game. Let's see 4s and 6s. Let's hope we see some now. Oh no, there's a dot ball. Well fielded by the bowling. Yeah.
Yeah, especially with deep mid on and deep mid off, right back on the boundary. He's gonna have to get himself in there and do some good work if he's gonna cut off the singles there. And it was very well done by the bowler.
Yeah, no. Again, here we go. Momentum swing again. Skyfleet's only had 2 off the over so far, or 3 with the wide, in the 17th over. So it's a tidy over at the moment.
Here he comes in again and is up in the block hole again, and only being
push
pushed
hard
out.
They're going to push 2 here. No.
Short boundary, probably thought better of it. Good fielding in the outfield, quick around the boundary there.
Yeah, no, certainly some good fielding there. Yeah, that really doesn't look conducive for 2s out there unless you can get it really away from the fielder out there. And just another single. The Flames will really be enjoying this, but the Bolters, they really need to find something here and try and get a ball away to the boundary.
Yes, well, they've nudged to 102 now, so they're on their way.
Oh, good bowling there again. He's backed up and direct hit. He was a run-out chance there. They're certainly looking for those singles, but it was well fielded. Straight to the fielder there from the batsman. Definitely not a single there, but at least they're looking to back up and try and get every run they can.
Well, it's starting to get to not so much panic stage, but singles are not good enough at this stage of the game. You're looking for a boundary somewhere.
Yeah, we haven't had a boundary in a few overs yet. So, he's got all of that one too. That's a great shot. That's a great shot from
Ben Middlebrook.
Ben Middlebrook. He's absolutely middled that one. He's taken on the long on fielder and put it straight over his head.
Just what we wanted, a boundary, and it's happened. That takes 10 off that over. That's a great over.
Yeah, it's 4 for 109 here. 3 overs to go, but that was a ballsy move. He's taken on that long-on fieldsman. He's hitting right over the top of his head. Luckily, he did get enough on it, and we've seen one of the few maximum hits today at the SCG. 3 overs to go. Oh, they do need to go at that 10 overs again. Try and get that 140 and give themselves something to bowl at.
That's exactly right. It is 10 and over, Matt. They need to be getting 10 and over, so another 30 runs would push them up to that, getting closer to that past score. At the moment, sitting at 4 for 109 with 3 to go. So interesting to see where we go here now. They've brought Hammond back on, the wicket taker.
They've swung him around here to finish out from the Paddington end. I was a bit surprised when they brought Shyfleet back on from that end. I thought they would have just let him go through. He was really producing the goods down that southern end, but at least they've got him back here into the attack now, and he can use this long side to his advantage, especially to the left-hander. He can keep that ball outside off stump. I do feel, though, like anybody, if he does go a bit short and towards leg side, he will be going towards that short boundary, so he really has to get the ball right here in these last few overs.
Yeah, he's really probably able to attack the stumps now and go you miss I hit type mentality, so he can actually attack the stump with the big boundary on the leg side. So we'll see what he comes up with here.
Constable has protected him on the offside, the short boundary too, for where he bowls across. So they'll push a single in there, but he's got protection on that short boundary, which is good to see. They're looking to save the boundary here, the Flames, and minimise the damage to 1s and 2s.
Yeah, well, they're certainly in the position to be able to do that, and he's certainly been on the mark here. He's learnt from those couple of balls that he bowled full and got hit for 4. He's really pulled his line back, and it's making it hard for the batsman to get away now. But certainly with the 3 fielders out there on the short boundary, he certainly can bowl to his plan and keep it going as he comes in again. But bang!
That's a good shot. Middlebrook looks like he's going to be going here, just swinging the bat hard. He's a big lump of a lad, so That's a great shot over cover. He's just kind of leant into the shot and got underneath it, and that sailed over the boundary.
And it's good to watch a fieldsman climb the chairs, isn't it? Looking for that ball. Keep climbing, son.
Yeah,
keep climbing.
keep going, mate.
Look for that pink ball up there somewhere. It's probably that's it. It's in there somewhere. Excellent. Good work. No, great shot there from Ben Middlebrook. Over cover there. He just gave himself some room and went, I'm going the short boundary, and went the maximum. Great effort. Good shot.
He certainly, that's the shot he needs to play, and with that ball and where it's been, it's sort of a safe shot for these last 3 overs. He knew the ball was going to be outside off stump. He knows that that's the short boundary, and he used it to great effect. Now we're seeing Hammond go around the wicket, maybe change up the line here a bit and try and make him play towards the leg side.
Yeah,
I think. Sorry, Nath. I think Hammond's asked Constable, can he put somebody up in the O'Reilly stand?
He's got onto it
He's
again. That's another one.
Oh.
That's another 6.
That's a
really
beautiful shot. He bowled wide there, Hammond. He tried to bowl full and wide, and Middlebrook just was stepping away to give himself that room and got the bottom of the bat onto it, and she's chunked out at the backward point there for 6. Great shot. I think Hammond will now be asking Constable, can I have them sitting in the chairs, please?
Well, it was just over the boundary, but I think, yeah, if he could have all 5 fielders, he'd have them. He comes in again, and that one's right in the block hole on leg stump. No run there, just back to the bowler. I think that's where he needs to be for these last few balls.
Yeah, you're exactly right. He's already had 13 off the first 3, so you need to get some dot balls here. This is just what the bowlers needed, but this is that momentum swing to them, and Ben Middlebrook here is making it happen for the Northern Inland bowlers.
Certainly is. He's turned this innings around yet again. We've seen the momentum shift back just slightly towards the bolters. If they can keep it going, they will set a competitive total. In again on leg stump, but he can just hit it down to long off there to our bearded warrior, and he just jogs it through for a single.
No doubt, that's what his tactics have got to be. He's got to be at the stumps here, angling the ball in from around the wicket, angling it in, so it's really hard to kind of open yourself up and hit it over to that eastern side of the ground.
I think, though, if he keeps bowling this line in the last over, they'll go him no matter what. But he's in again, and he swung it away. And
that's a good shot. It's gone out to fine leg, and it'll go for a boundary as well.
That's a boundary there to Jones, mate. That's a good shot. That's an expensive over there from Hammond. That's wrecked his figures.
That has certainly wrecked his figures. It's now 4 for 127, 2 overs to go. That 140, 150 now really does look back on the mark here after a few overs there where we were thinking they might have even struggled to get to this point.
Well, yeah, Ben Middlebrook's changed this game. He's got 27. That over there, he's now 27 off 14 deliveries. So he's showing his hand what he's going to do. That's for sure.
Yeah, and that, as you said, Paul, that last over really did hurt Hammond's finger. That's his 4 overs done. 3 for 36 from his 4 overs. So got the wickets when he was needed, but kind of hurt in that last over.
Certainly was. We just see who will be coming on here. Looks like Shiflett will be finishing his 4 overs here from the Randwick end. He just needs to just continue what he was doing in that last over, get the ball in the block hole, and really not let them get any balls to the boundary.
That's right. This is a key. This over, 2 to go. 12 balls left.
Oh, beautiful shot. That's a T20 special. Just past the keeper. Just got enough on it to get past the keeper and slides it down for a boundary down the third man.
Middlebrook 31, batting exceptionally well here for the Bolters. This is just what they need.
Certainly, and I think if we talk to him later, that was the plan all along. That was his shot. Certainly using that big gap past the keeper to his advantage, and the ball just races along this quick outfield for 4. But generally, with the field that they've been setting here in the Illawarra Flames, there's no one. If you can beat the keeper, there's no one behind him, and it's certainly a place to target. Shyfleet's in again. He's up in the block hole, another edge, and it just goes out to square leg. They scamper through for a single, but really starting to put the foot down now, the Bolters.
Yeah, mate, that brings up the 50 partnership for these two. Excellent partnership here by the Northern Inland Bolters. 50 off 33 deliveries. So Jones and Middlebrook here going along great. They just need to finish off strong for the Bolters.
They certainly do. There's just an over and a half left for them. What can they get here? Shyfleet in again. He's launched into that one. He was certainly just trying to go towards the short boundary. He does get it down, and they've got 2.
Yeah, it's good running. It's a long throw down there, so that's great running from Middlebrook to see that long throw, and he was in and out early, and got back for the second quite comfortably.
Jones there got very deep in his crease. So when he came into bowl, Skyfleet, Jones was very deep in his crease, looking to, if the ball was pitched up, to still be able to get under it. He was batting very deep and got that one down there, and got Middlebrook ran really well for 2.
Yes, certainly. We'll see some more interesting shots as they come. Shyfleet's in again. He's done it again, gone back, but he's been able to just flick it around. They are looking again for 2, but well in on that short boundary. Only keeps him to a single, but certainly you can see him moving around the crease trying to put the bowler off.
Yeah, that was well fielded by Tyler Edwards out there on the boundary. He's got a very strong arm, big, strong lad. Wouldn't want to run 2 on him. Rocket-like in back to the keeper, that throw.
Shyfleet in again. He'll be certainly trying to block up this one. He's gone. Oh, he's got it in the block hole.
Oh, it could be a run out on. Oh! Oh, calamity of errors there by the looks of it. The fielder fell over and kind of got a little grubber throw in. The bowler didn't look very interested in getting back and trying to take the bails off. So
yeah,
got through luckily.
Dale Skyfleet, one of the older members of this side, wasn't bending down to pick that up. Thought he'd try and bring in his FIFA soccer skills there and kick the ball over the stubs, and still didn't work.
No, a nice comedy error there. He's gone back then. Oh, he's flayed around the batsman. The fielder he's gone the wrong way at long on, but he's managed to correct his error and come back around.
No Lionel Messi, the old Skyfleet.
No Lionel Messi, no Steven Gerrard, none of those sort of players by the looks of those skills.
Sydney FC obviously next door. They won't be out scouting him after that. With 1 over here to go in the Northern Bolters innings here at the SCG, the Plan B Regional Bash. They're 4 for 138. 1 over to go here. Will we see some fireworks? Can they get to that magical 150 mark?
It looks like it's young Broccoli going to be bowling the last over. A bit of pressure here, so no doubt that Middlebrook will be looking to go big here, so we'll see what happens. This
is an interesting situation at the moment for this final over, and how they set this up with bowler and the skipper. You don't want it any more than 10. You'd like to minimise it to 145 from a Flames point of view. Only get about 6 off it, 7 off it. But if they go 10 or 12 off the over, just sets them up to a defendable total, a real defendable total if they get to 150. And they've got the runs on the board, and it'll become a pressure situation. So this could be an interesting situation to the game with this final over.
Yeah, I reckon psychologically, if either team, or if they can get to 150, it would be a psychological boost for the Bolters, and could play in the minds of the Flames as well. So the Flames obviously looking to make sure they can keep these runs to a minimum in the final over, and Middlebrook and Jones looking to go big.
It's interesting to see here. They haven't dropped anyone back down here on a deep mid off or deep mid on. They've got them third man, fine leg, mid wicket, and cover. Oh yes, they've just put Nathan, your star man, the bearded warrior, down to the long off fence. They must have heard me. I must have yelled it too loud. But here he comes in, Broccoli.
Oh, starts with a short one and just well swung back. He obviously wasn't expecting that. The batsman, he's hit his bat in a bit of frustration. He probably would have thought he could have had a go at that. Not expecting that. Good change up, good first ball to this over. Really giving something that the batsman wouldn't expect.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. He's probably thinking Middlebrook going, he's going to bowl full in Yorkers like most plans at the death. But Broccoli's he's mixed it up. He's gone short from the first one, obviously to put a bit of doubt in his mind. He might come up with the Yorker now and see what happens.
Well, I think we'll probably see the 2-card trick come in. Broccoli in again, and he's just seen him coming. The batsman there, he's gone out towards the leg side, trying to hit towards that short boundary. He's followed him, and it was a good ball. Did not give him any room to free his arms and get the ball out to the offside. Another dot ball here. Great start, 2 dot balls in this last over.
Yeah, really just cramping him for room there. He's seen him go off to the leg side, and he just followed him. It was well bowled from Broccoli.
Yeah, Middlebrook just probably giving him too much time to see him move. He's moving too early. Maybe trying to false him, make him bowl false down the leg side or wide or whatever. But I think he just needs to stand his ground here, Middlebrook, and just clean hitting like he has been.
Here he comes in again. He's playing around.
There's the one out the back of the hand for you.
Oh, he's almost got it there, the keeper, but he's got the one out of the back of the hand in the last over when it mattered. It was on par, and they've only been able to run through for a bye. So great start by Broccoli here. Only the one bye off the first 3 balls would be certainly what the Flames would have been looking for him, giving them a big responsibility of this last over.
Yeah, we just need to make sure these last 3 balls are tidy balls as well, and there's no gimme boundaries. Again, Jones is in form too, so he's got to make sure that he gives him nothing loose.
Yeah, you can see here Broccoli. He's thinking away. What's he going to bowl as he comes in again here from the Paddington end, and it looks like it's another slow ball. But all he can do is get onto it. It's a long boundary out here towards the members' stand.
They run too. Good fielding there, Lockie Dunny. That's good running too. They've got 3 off that. I'm a bit concerned that you're saying Broccoli thinking here. From my point of view, I know he doesn't think too much. So, but yeah, 3 off that. That's 4 off the overs so far of this final over. I'm sure the bowlers will be looking to try and get a boundary in these last 2 balls, at least, if not 1, 2 boundaries.
Well, we can see him on the screen here. He does look like he's thinking something. Maybe thinking what he's going to have for dinner later. Maybe something. He's thinking about something to try and keep his mind off the game. But it's certainly been a good first 4 balls so far. Let's see what he can produce here for ball number 5. And
there's that boundary we're talking about. There it goes. Spewed it out through backward point there. We're after another dot ball or just a single, and well, they've come back here, the boulders. That's good. They're heading for that par total.
Yeah, they certainly are. It was a much-needed boundary from the bolters. Maybe you could put a little bit more pressure on that point. Maybe he could have cut across that and cut it off, but certainly a welcome boundary from the bolters. With 1 ball to go, 146. That 150 still in frame.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, no doubt we'll be looking for a boundary off this last ball, but it's a good total. 1 ball to go. Hopefully they can get over that 150 mark.
Here we go, Broccoli. Last ball of the innings. Charging in. Oh, he's bowled the slow ball again. And they've just run through. The keeper's not taken any chances. He's just held that ball.
That's a good finish. That's a good finish to the innings for both sides. We've set up a competitive total here. Maybe we're thinking par 150, wasn't Nathan? Or you were thinking 160, 70? They've got 147. The Flame have come back strong there in that innings in the first final, the Sixers conference final, and our first final at the SCG, restricting them to 147 after they had a great start.
It's fantastically batted at the end of the innings by Jones and Middlebrook. They've really put on, I think they put on about 60 or 70 just in that last little bit to really push their score on. So they'd be pleased with their efforts in the last little bit of that innings.
Yeah, that partnership was a great partnership, Nathan, Jones and Middlebrook. They put on 69 off 44 balls. That was really what the bowlers were after. Excellent effort by them. Jones was 41 not out off 26 balls, hitting 4 fours and a 6. And Middlebrook was 37 not out off 24 balls. Fantastic innings, 2 fours and 3 maximums. Really struck them well. So I think Northern Inland bowlers going back into the shed would be quite comfortable. They've got 147 on the board and looking strong there. And I think the Flame would be looking, we did pretty well from the start that the bowlers had, and to pull them back to what we feel is probably just under par.
Yeah, I think both teams would be going in fairly happy, especially after we saw the bit of ebb and flow between this innings. With a good start from the bolters, the Flames pulled it back and really had the best of the middle overs, but then the bolters really, at the end there, charged ahead and got themselves to that par total. So I think if both sides are in the sheds, they're going to be happy. They've got something to bowl at the bolters, and the Flames probably thinking we can chase that 150 sort of total.
You're exactly right, Matt. I think like you said, it ebbed and flowed. I think Hammond made all the difference when he bowled in the middle overs there, when he was on a hat trick, picking up those 2 wickets in 2 balls, and then ended up with 3 for not many off his first 3 overs. That really changed the momentum and the flow for the bowlers. They couldn't get any rhythm till they actually come back there at the end there with Middlebrook and Jones and put on that great partnership of 69. So it was a real ebb and flow stuff. And again, I think it set it up for a great chase here for the Illawarra Flames to chase the Bolters 147 in the first Sydney Sixers in the Sixers conference final here at the SCG, a part of the Plan B regional bash.
Yeah, certainly a great chase coming here at the SCG. Don't go anywhere with a run with 148 off 120 balls for the Flames to get a run rate of just over 7 and over. It's going to be a huge, huge run chase here at the SCG. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back here at the SCG very shortly for that run chase. Thank you for tuning in, and make sure you stick with us for the rest of the day.
These proud men are Plan B night watchmen. Just as cricket teams have a night watchman that comes in late to get the team home safely, if you've been out drinking, you need a Plan B night watchman. Someone you've organised to come and pick you up and get you home safely. This could be a cabbie or one of your local bus drivers. And here's another night watchman.
If I happened to be taking him home, I'd be the night watchman's night watchman.
Yes, you would. If you're drinking, a night watchman is a great Plan B to get you home safely.
Not a single there, but at least they're looking to back up and try and get every run they can.
Well, it's starting to get to not so much panic stage, but singles are not good enough at this stage of the game. You're looking for a boundary somewhere.
Yeah, we haven't had a boundary in a few overs yet. So
These proud men are Plan B night watchmen. Just as cricket teams have a night watchman that comes in late to get the team home safely, if you've been out drinking, you need a Plan B night watchman. Someone you've organised to come and pick you up and get you home safely. This could be a cabbie or one of your local bus drivers. And here's another night watchman.
If I happened to be taking him home, I'd be the night watchman's night watchman.
Yes, you would. If you're drinking, a night watchman is a great Plan B to get you home safely.
Not a single there, but at least they're looking to back up and try and get every run they can.
Well, it's starting to get to not so much panic stage. Just coming down before he has to go and watch the Devils.
Here for part two of the Sixers conference final between the Northern Inland Bolters and the Illawarra Flames. The Bolters won the toss. They've batted. They made
147 for 4
off their 20 overs, and we're just seeing the umpires and the players taking the field for the run chase. The Illawarra Flames, they need 148 off the 20 overs. I'm joined here in commentary. First off, I'm Matt Mears. I'm joined here in commentary by Paul Broccoli and Nathan Wads. Boys, big chase coming up here for the Flames, but if you're both sides, after that first innings, you'd probably be fairly happy of the position the game's in.
Yeah, I think it's an even toy at the moment for both sides. Just the umpires out there, Messrs Neil Finlay and Ross McKim, they've led the bowlers onto the field and are walking out and taking their position as the bowlers line up around the field. And the two batsmen, Lockie Dunn and Hayden McRae lead out the Flames batting lineup. I think it's an even tussle here at the moment. I think it's set up for a really good finish. The Flames will need to get away a bit like the Bolters, get away to a good start, don't have some wickets in hand, and then you'll probably see some fireworks here. Lockie Dunn, I know, he doesn't mince around with them. He'll go hard and he'll go strong. Again, like I said earlier, right at the very start of the day, Hayden McRae, he's in some good form. He scored a couple of 30s in the previous rounds of this competition, and he's scored 300s in grade cricket at the moment. So he's in good form, good touch with the bat. So looking ahead, we're looking for a good contest here. This will be a good chase with the bowler. Sorry,
I think it's Mitch McRae. I think Paul, not Hayden. By the looks of it, number 1.
You're exactly right. Got the McRae brothers mixed up.
Very good. I think for me, as the Bolters look like we're about to get underway here.
Kensal coming in for the first ball of the innings, and he's just played it off to point there. Quick single. Probably something that we didn't see a lot of the Bolters early, so they're getting right into it. They're the Flames.
Yeah, Mitch McRae's another quality bat. They're talented family, the McRae boys. Mitch has played New South Wales Country Colts, so he's a quality batsman. So he'll make sure that hopefully he's the steadying influence in the Flames start of the Flames innings as Kensal comes into bowl.
Well, another good ball there, right in that corridor of uncertainty, almost leading edge there. Just rolls back down the pitch for no run, and it's been a good start here by Kensal. They'll really want to be putting the pressure on here, the Bolters, in these first 6 overs. They won't want to see the Flames get away early in the power play. Yeah, I think the key for the Bolters here is to take early wickets. The Flames haven't batted deep in terms of their lower order getting a bat in this competition so far. I think they've only lost. Maybe their number 6 has been the only the furthest down they've gone. So I think it's real key for the Bolters to maybe get some early wickets and start to put some pressure on that middle to lower order to see what they can come up with. Yeah, well, certainly the biggest chase of the Flames for the tournament, only having to chase 113 and 115 respectively in their first 2 games, as we see Kensal come in again, and there's a wicket, first over.
Yeah, caught it backward point there. That's a good start. That's Lockie Dunn, the big hitting opening bat from Illawarra. Like I said, he'll either go hard or go home, and it looks like he's taken that early trip home.
Yeah, well, he's back down to the Illawarra quickly, but he's gone hard at that first ball, and he seems to just edged and it's spooned almost in slow motion out to point, and it's just the start the Bolters would have been looking for. Yeah, not a great shot there from McRae, Dunn, but it looked like he was trying to get on with it, but just leading edge there to point, backward point, so bit of early pressure here for the Flames.
Yeah, just looking at the replay here, he's tried to hit that through mid-on and got a leading edge to backward point there, and a good catch there there by Ryan Mepham for the Bolters there at backward point. The incoming batsman for Illawarra is Tyler Edwards. Plays at the Campbelltown Club at the moment in the Sydney competition. He's classed as one of the Illawarra Flames marquee players. A strong hitter of the ball, big strong lad, only 19, and a very good bat. We'll see what he can deliver. Yeah,
did play in the first grade Kingsgrove Cup T20 competition as well, and consistently made some runs there. Got a couple of 30s in that competition. So he's a class player, and hopefully we can see some of that today.
Yeah, this is a good start by Kensal, for the first over, just what the Bolters were after.
Comes in again here to Edwards and just plonked there. He was certainly keen, McRae, to get onto the other end, but certainly 2 fielders there were hovering very well, and no run. Certainly been a great start here. 1 for 1 in the first over, and you can't get much better start than that.
Yeah, it really is just a ring field here for the Bolters as well. A third man and a fine leg back, but otherwise it's just one slip and just ring it up, really.
Oh, and a leave there. It's not what you only see in a T20. A nice leave there from Edwards, and 1 over gone here in the run chase here at the SCG. Illawarra 1 for 1.
Yeah, it's a good start there from Kensal. Great over, just to really, he was just really coming in, hitting the deck hard, hitting a nice area, and that last ball kind of seemed to come back a touch as well. So 1 for 1 after the first over, the ideal start for the Bolters.
Okay, it looks like Hazelwood will be, or Reynolds, I'm sorry, as the scoreboard updates itself, will be coming in. Brendan Reynolds from the West Tamworth Club. He'll be opening the bowling from the Northern or Paddington end here. He really just needs to back up the good work there from Kensal and just find his line and length and not let the Bolters let the Flames get away here early. Yeah,
it's an interesting situation. Obviously, these blokes have never seen one another or actually seen what's coming, so it's a bit of a mystery at the moment for everyone what's being bowled. And here comes, Reynolds full of length there on the leg stump, and Mitchell McRae just pushed it out to short mid-wicket there, no run, and, as you can see. But, it's getting to have a look at see what they do bowl, and then you haven't got a lot of time to look. You've got to make sure you're quick look and then get on with it from a Flames point of view.
Well, certainly we saw in the first innings that really the time to attack was these first 6 overs when the field's in and the ball is new and hard, so they really do need to try and take advantage. But as we see the first wide of the innings, just getting it a little wrong there, probably just trying to bring that ball back but not getting his line quite right. But he's certainly bowling from the end where he does need to be sort of bowling that stumps line and not let the batsman freeze arms and hit towards the short boundary.
Yeah, no, it's again early stages of the innings, bit of nerves, making it happen. You know, this is all about where do we go for the next game. You know, they're playing. This is to play under lights tonight here at the SCG, a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's just testing one another at the moment here. Cautious start from both sides.
Certainly has been. It's just pushed through to the covers for a quick single, but I think we've certainly seen them try and rotate the strike. We didn't really see too much from the Bolter. They were just trying to have a go early on, and to some effect they did get away fairly well. But with 1 for 3 here, when we're halfway through the second over, it's not usually what we see in a T20 match.
No, that's right. But he's as Reynolds comes in to. Short ball there to Edwards, who was looking to come down the deck at him and has to duck under that one. Well bowled. That was well bowled by Reynolds.
It certainly was. He almost anticipated the batsman trying to come at him, and he's seen it and he's adjusted well. Something we didn't see much. We only probably saw from Broccoli in the first innings of using that short ball. There's not much in a bowler's armoury that they can use into good effect in a T20. The short ball's certainly one of them, and he's produced the goods there with his first one. As he's come back in and just played out away again to point there for another single. It's been a good start here. There's been nothing free to let the batsman have a go at, and they're really trying to tie them down here early.
No, the Flames there with Tyler Edwards is just looking to to rotate the strike there, just push that into the offside, quite push into the offside there, and just picked up a single. Good running there. So I suppose losing an early wicket, they're just looking to now build the innings now from these two, and they need to.
Comes in and he's chopped on.
He's chopped that on, bottom edge. Yeah, he's spragged that back. That looked like a slower ball from Reynolds, and he's chopped that back onto his off stump, Mitchell McRae, which just the Flame didn't require.
No, there's certainly not the start the Flames were looking for. But if you're a Bolters fan, you'd be certainly enjoying what you're seeing. 2 for 4 here. It looked like a bit of a slower ball. He's pitched it a bit shorter, and it's not got up. And the batsman there, he's tried to play it away to the leg side, bottom edge onto the stumps, and a dream start here for the Bolters.
Yeah, the ideal start here. Reynolds has come in and just been on the spot. He's taken a few wickets in the opening rounds as well. He took two in each match, so and he's been very economical in his 4 overs in the first 2 games. So just doing the job here again as well, taking the wickets, but also being very economical, which is key for the Bolters.
Certainly is, as we see Hayden McRae make his way to the wicket probably a little bit earlier than he would have been anticipating on in this final, but surely we've seen the Bolters have the run of it at the start. The Flames just here need to consolidate even more now. They need to make it through these first overs and try and give themselves a platform that they can chase later in this innings.
Yeah, Hayden McRae's entered the wicket square there. He's taking guard. He's a talented sportsman, Hayden McRae. He's a Holden Cup player for the St George Illawarra Dragons. He plays hooker, so doesn't mind the tough stuff, doesn't mind a sledge, and in his cricketing life at the moment, he's in red-hot form. Like I said earlier, when I thought he was coming to the crease earlier when it was his brother, he's coming off 300s already in the local first-grade competition that he plays in for his Helensburgh club.
Well, he's got the job to do now for the Flames as Reynolds comes in again. Oh, he's got some movement away there, and it's just a little just hang the bat out there type shot there from McRae. Not the start he'd wanted, but here at the SCG, the Illawarra, they've not got off to the best start. They're 2 for 4 off 2 overs.
Really not a convincing shot, and a lot of nerves there. Looked like for Hayden, just a real dabble outside off stump, and no conviction there at all with that shot.
Yeah, no, obviously very nervous. The Flames at the moment are not in a great position at this early start at 2 for 4 off 2, chasing the 147. But they just need to get a partnership together here and just settle down. And again, this is, I suppose, where the Bolters can really drive the thing home here in these early stages, especially in the power plays. And another good delivery there from Kensal there. Just hits on the pads there of Edwards.
Yeah, Kensal back into bowling his second over. You can see the spring in the step of the Bolters. The fielder's in there running in to cut off that single as he comes in again, and he's gone over the top. Bit of an edge there, and the ball's trickling away, but 3 Bolters fieldsmen chasing after that one. They really know they're on top, and they get back for 2.
Yeah, it wasn't a convincing shot, but you can see his intent. It's the right intent, I guess, in the power play. You've got to be careful at this the scenario of the game at 2 wickets down already, but the right intent to try and go over the top or try and hit some boundaries, but just a bit of a thickies inside edge that's gone over.
Here he comes again, and just flayed away, and just manages to roll it down to fine leg to third man for a single. It's really just seems to be that they're trying to pick up that big shot when they can, not being able to execute it. They are running these singles well, but just really not looking too convincing at this stage.
Yeah, no, it's just he's just a nice little guide down to third man there by Edwards, and that's all they need to do here, the Flame. They just need to get some runs on the board, just turn it over, build a partnership, and get back into the game.
Yeah, well, certainly the Bolters will be feeling very good now. They've got the runs on the board here. They just need to do what they do, bowl to their plans, and try and cut these runs off. It's been a great start here in the power play overs from them, as we see Kensal come in again from the Randwick end. And, he's tried to slash that one through point, but again, no contact from the batsman, and again, another dot ball.
It was definitely there to hit. It was the right shot to play, but just didn't quite pick up the line and get it right. But
his execution wasn't great then, Nath, was it? He's backing away.
Good intent though, so the right mindset to be in, and work the singles there, and it's good fielding. He's hit the stumps as well. That's unlucky. That's good fielding, but the stumps, the ricochet off the stumps, and they got through for a single with the overthrow.
Long way around the boundary to get a single then, wasn't it? Yeah. We went all the way around the oval there. But, yeah, no, it was good fielding, and unfortunately he did hit the stumps, and they got that bonus overthrow. And that was the end of that over.
Yeah, end of the over. 3 overs gone here at the SCG. 2 for 8. 140 to win off 102 balls, and this run rate just keeps on climbing. Yeah,
they're up to 8 and over, which is fine. It's not out of hand. It's a matter of Illawarra for the Illawarra Flames is just to build that partnership, and I think these two need to build a partnership. So it's without going overboard or trying to smash boundaries and feel scoreboard pressure. It's just a matter of just trying to get a partnership together to get the show back on the road for the Flames.
Yeah, really just chalked that one. It was a shorter ball and was through the shot a little bit and got it right on the toe of the bat, and just got to chalk it up the queue now.
Certainly there. It was some good fielding there at mid-on. He could have got past him and they could have got through, but they weren't really looking for the single there. I think he was looking at it towards the ladies' stand, but Reynolds here, he continues again, and just short of a length again, and he's got it through, but the man is out there at deep cover. They can only get the single again. It's a really well set field here, I feel, by the Bolters. They're really protecting that short boundary and not really minding if they go for runs on this bigger side.
Yeah, their captain, Tommy Groth, he's an experienced player, New South Wales country player, been around the traps for a long time, very knowledgeable cricketer. He won't let too much slip through his hands with regards to good field placements, that's for sure.
Here comes Reynolds again, and just erring again. We saw that from him in the first over. He seems to have that one that just shoots down the leg side, and unfortunately in T20, that is a wide, and he just really needs to just tighten up here. And he's been bowling well here, Reynolds, but if he keeps giving away those wides down the leg side, he could just be letting that pressure off just a little bit. And here he comes again, Reynolds. Oh, big shout, and no. No movement from the umpire there on that big shout there.
I think it looked like it was probably just sliding down leg side, maybe a touch high as well. See Reynolds just signalled to the umpire, was that going down leg side? So it's probably the way it was going.
He's probably showed him too by bowling the ball before that's where I send him, umpy. But don't listen to him. No, umpy. This one was straighter.
Definitely, I think you'll be trying to put that in the back of the umpire's mind. He's coming in. Can he finish off well here and just up in the block hole, and they can just scamper through for a single there. There's the run rate. It keeps building here, but they'll certainly be looking for this third wicket, the Bolters. They're really trying to put the screws in here. If they can get that third wicket now, it could really make it a real tough chase for the Flames.
They've started off well, the Bolters. Started off really well. Good bowling, good lines, no loose deliveries, only those couple of wides. They're on fire at the moment.
Oh, another good ball there. Just on that leg stump. All he can do is block it back to the bowler. You can see the congratulations there for the fielders. They know the good job their bowlers are doing for them right now.
This is the first time I've seen this Reynolds bowl, but Nathan, it obviously explains why his figures were so economical in the first two rounds of the Plan B Regional Bash. The way he's bowling, he's hitting the deck hard, he's got no width, he's targeting the stumps, and he's giving nothing free for the batters.
Here he comes again. Oh, false start there. Just getting into his delivery stride and pulls out. Obviously, if it's not there to go, then you stop and you don't give a freebie to the batsman. Okay, so this hopefully after that false start, he'll be coming back here for the final ball of his over. It's been a good start, only the 3 off it. Can he finish off well? And he does, and some good effort there. He's got close enough to the ball there to put some doubt into the batsmen to keep them in their creases. Here after 4 overs here, the big run chase here in the Sixers Conference Final, the Illawarra Flames, they're 2 for 11 off 4 overs.
Yeah, quite different to how the Northern Inland Bolters were travelling after their 4 overs. They were none for 26. So, in comparison, they're a little bit behind the run rate, and they need to work a little bit harder to at least pick up those singles. But the enthusiasm from the Bolters infield has been excellent at the moment. They're right on their game here, the Bolters, right on their game. They're keen, they're moving in the field. They're attacking every ball. It's great.
Here we go, Kensel to continue, and they're certainly trying to up the run rate now, and a big swing there, and from Edwards, and he's really just tried to hoik that over towards that short boundary, but a good piece of bowling there, goes straight through the keeper, no run.
Yeah, they've been very good in the field and very bright, just like their trousers by the looks of it.
He comes in again, Kensel, and another good delivery there. He's backed up well, but they can't get down there to get to that non-striker.
I think the Northern Inland Bolters here are showing their experience. There's quite a few older heads in this side that have played a lot of cricket, and they're just not panicking here. They're just doing their job. Where it looks to me is the Flame batters, the young fellas, they're just starting to look at a bit of the scoreboard and look at the pressure and going, we need to get on with it. That could be the downfall here. They could see another wicket coming.
Here we go again. Let's see what's going to happen from this ball. And, another ball back. He's jagged that one back in, and they've scampered through for a single. I think if you're the Flames, you can take heart that when the Hammonds and that came on in that middle spell, there was a big dry patch for the Bolters. So there is an opportunity in this innings to try to bridge that gap in the innings. So I think they just need to get through and then just really try and get into this innings and build the run rate as they go along.
Yeah, that's the key here. That's why they've just got to, the experience has got to come out while they're only young fellas. They've got to think about the game and not throw it away here, because like we said before earlier in the call, that there's ebbs and flows. There's an edge through first slip. I don't think it carried, and it's rolled away for us. They've got two there. The ebbs and flows. You've just got to stay through and go through the tough times and come out the other side and allow yourself the opportunity to a crack at getting the total. As you said, it ebbs and flows. So there might be an over or two down the track here where these two bowlers have their spell. Groff has to make a decision. Does he bowl them out or does he stop them? Only bowl them for 2 or 3 overs and see where we go with the game then.
Oh, another one played uppishly there from McRae, almost into the side of the man there at point, but he's lucky enough to get that one just down to third man for another single. But yeah, certainly a lot of to think about here if you're the Flames. If you're the Bolters, though, you just want to see things continue as they're going, because there's certainly everything's in their favour at the minute. And here he comes again, Kensal, trying to finish off this over well. He's gone over the top. And it's just sort of plugged there. I think it looks like it's come high off the bat there, and they've been able to jog through for a couple. But we're seeing some intent there from both batsmen, but just not being able to get that ball away to the boundary.
Yeah, Edwards has gone over long off there, miscued it, sliced it off the bat. Their intent running between wickets wasn't great either. They only really just jogged through for 2 there and didn't sort of push any pressure. And, every run's vital for the Flames. However you can get them, every run is vital. So you need to be pushing the 2s to 3s and making the effort to again change that momentum flow.
Yeah, absolutely agree, Paul. I think the scoreboard's obviously not getting the boundaries they need, so they need to make sure that they're running between the wickets is spot on. Making sure that they're running hard for that first one to push the fielders.
It's 2 for 17 off 15. 131 needed of 90 balls, and we've seen the first change for the Northern Inland Bolters. Aaron Hazelwood, we've seen his big brother bowling a lot from this end. Can he produce something like his big brother here for the Bolters?
I'm sure he's looking to, just to keep the bowlers in line here. He looks like he's a big, strong lad like his brother.
He comes in. The keeper's up to the stumps here for the medium pacer, and a good start there just at the stumps. No run. He'll be certainly looking at drawing up a big responsibility here. The last over of the power play, he really needs to do a job here for the Bolters to not let a bit of pressure off and have some sort of decent total after these 6 overs. Here he comes again, Hazelwood. He's gone a bit wide. He's tried to have a swing at it, but he must have just got it inside that wide the wide mark there on the pitch. I think he's got away with that one.
Yeah, definitely got away with that one. It was a bit of a loose ball, and McRae couldn't get onto it to put it away. So Hazelwood only played in the round 2 game.
Good captaincy here too, Nathan, from Groff. He's got the field in. He's come up to the stumps, creating pressure. I'm sure he's chirping there to young McRae behind the stumps with no stump mics to know what he's saying to him, but I'm sure he's chirping. He's instructing. He's like a traffic policeman out there at the moment, the captain, standing there getting it all sorted. Him up to the stumps to the first change bowler, I think's, again, putting things in the minds of McRae.
Here he comes again, Hazelwood, and he's had a big swing. It's only just dribbled past the keeper. No run there, but I think it's a couple of good pieces of captaincy here. Obviously, up to the stumps, it takes that charge out of the batsman's repertoire, and it's some good field placements here as well. He's got just the long off and the deep cover, really protecting that short boundary. Hazelwood's bowling well to his field.
Yeah, no, he's bowling to a clean here, and Gross got the gloves there outside the off-arm saying, young Aaron, bowl here, bowl to my gloves, and we'll protect you in the field with this 6-3 field that he has on the offside and doing a job. They've squeezed a single there, but good setup here by the Bolters. They're on fire. They're on fire.
They were definitely know their plans and know what they need to do. Hazelwood in again here. It's well bowled again. He's just very, very on the spot with all his stuff. He as I said, he was played in the round 2 game and was again very economical. Only went for 18 or 20 off his 4 overs in that round 2 game. So really knows his job, knows what's required for the team, and the Bolters are really on the money here, and they're all up and about.
Yeah, and they're hustling through their overs. They're on a high here. They can see this. We take another wicket here, and the Flames are in deep trouble, and they're creating pressure for them. So. Big ask here of the young 2 Flames batters, the young guys, young 19-year-olds, to see where they can take the Flames. We're up to 9 and over now. Young fellas looking at the big scoreboard here at the SCG are probably seeing that in big letters going, oh no, 9 and over, what are we going to do? Do I go big or do I just build an innings?
As we see Kensal, he looks like he's going to bowl out here from the Randwick end. Good start there, just in that corridor of uncertainty. He's sort of had the tentative push, no run straight through the keeper, but 2 for 19 off the first 6. If you are having that discussion in the dressing room before you come out, certainly that would better all expectations from the Bolters side.
Well, they'd be very happy with where they are at this stage after the power play. 6 overs, only 20 runs on the board. They're bowling really well, really well.
Yeah, certainly they are, and just another quick single there. They're certainly not giving them anything to try and go towards the boundary, with the run weight now up to 9.4 for the Illawarra Flames, with both McRae and Edwards. They're just feeling their way through this innings. They're really just they sort of seem stuck between that. Do we go all out attack, or do we try and build the innings?
It's getting to the stage that it's too late to be feeling for the innings. The innings will be over.
Oh, I think he's heard you there. He's gone the big swing, no footwork, trying to hit through the offside, and just another swing, another miss. Not much footwork there either from the batsman. So I think they're starting to get to that point where they're just going to try and hit everything and try and get somewhere so they can get close to this Bolters total. As he comes in again, and again he plays the big slash outside off stump for no result.
This is poor batting by Hayden McRae. He's just standing there swinging. It doesn't look like he has a plan of what he wants to do. He's hoping, he's swinging and hoping, and it's just not happening. He's getting outsmarted here by both the bowler and the keeper, Captain Groth here. The young fella's just starting to panic. I feel he's just swinging at air, just getting air for us.
Yeah, he just gets one through for a single, just plonking that onto the onside. But I think we saw a lot with the Bolters batsmen picking the end, like the Adam Joneses at the end of the innings. They were batting smartly. They were going back into their crease. They were trying to upset the bowlers and get them out of their rhythm. But so far from the Flames, it's just been sort of try and stand and deliver type stuff, and then it's not coming off for them. Another good ball there. Just blocked back to the bowler, no run.
Yeah, fantastic stuff there from Kensal. He's finished his 4 overs, 1 for 12. That's a fantastic spell.
That'd be certainly what the bowlers would have been looking for from their opening bowler. 2 for 21 here off 7 overs. 13 overs remain. The total, they need 127 to win, 13 overs to go, and it's really starting to look at panic stations for the Flames.
Yeah, I suppose if you take a look from the point of view, at this same stage, the Bolters, after their 7 overs, were none for 47, and the Flame are 2 for 21, so you can just tell how far they're behind at the moment, and 9.5, nearly 10 runs and over required now, so the Flame needs to come up with something here. They need to get a hurry up, and they need to get back and make it happen for them if they're going to be any chance of getting the 148 to win this game.
I think the real key, Paul, is to make sure that they get bat on ball with all the balls. You can see that the field is set on the ring, so there's pretty much a single if they get bat on ball. So making sure they can get a run off pretty much every ball and hopefully get those boundaries in between as well.
And I think that's where Hayden McRae falls down a bit. Here you go, he's gone the big hit.
One is going to be to take some catching, doesn't quite get there. Good run. Oh, there should have been 2 there. That was lazy from Edwards. He really just was watching the ball, and instead of his partner was halfway down the track.
A little bit of scoreboard pressure there. I think Edwards is looking at, we need to bash boundaries, and he likes hitting boundaries. He doesn't like running between wickets too often. He likes the big hit. So we'll see what happens here. But yeah, bat on ball is the key to getting up and the partnership happening. There's the big drive. It's gone through mid-off.
That was hit like a rocket, though, but luckily the guy at deep mid-off, he can come around and they keep him the single. But I think the comparison there, we saw that big shot over point, but for the Bolters, they were getting enough bat on them. They were going for 6, where this one, it just sort of plonked over and they got a single, which was bad running. So the luck not going the way of the Flames either. Oh, again, he goes the big hit, but yet again just finds the fielder at deep mid-off. Just another single.
Yeah, it's really outlining here that the great field placement by Groff. Just they're hitting the ball well, but they're hitting it straight to the fielders. So some smart captaincy here from Groff.
Yeah, playing into their plans, Nath, by the looks of it. They've come with some set plans of what they want to do and how they want to bowl, and they're delivering on those plans.
Oh, again, almost to the man there, and almost again a chance of it to run out there. So they seem to be picky and choosing when they want to take these runs, when they really should be just trying off everything. But really there, that was almost to the man there at mid-on, and then almost the run out. So they're trying hard here, the Flames, but really nothing much coming off for them. Hazelwood in again. Bangs that one through. He's found the gap, though, and it's got onto this really fast outfield, and the first boundary in quite a while for the Flames, but it took a bit of a hoik there from McRae to get it past the man at mid-on, but it'll say 4 in the scorebook, and that's what they really need here now, the Flames.
Looks like the Boulders have lost a play. He's been sniped in the grandstand here. Someone's sniped him. He's gone down. I'd say he's done a knee or a hamstring. It's a bad tear. We'll find out who it is. Number 15 for the Bolters, Sean Meppen. He's in a bit of pain there.
Yeah, I think he came on just as a sub fielder last couple of overs, and so he's gone running to the boundary and he's done something to himself.
Hazelwood in again, and the French cuts come out, but the man there at short fines just kept that to a single. But yeah, we'll have to find out if we can get our eyes and ears on the ground to see what happened there. He looked in a lot of pain, so
he hasn't moved off the ground down there, the poor fella.
No, he's under the Plan B tent getting some medical attention. After 8 overs here at the SCG, this is the Plan B regional batch Sydney Sixers conference final. It's 2 for 30, 118 off 72 is the required target for the Flames, but really it hasn't been the best start here, and it's going to take a lot of chasing now for the Flames to get anywhere close.
Yeah, they're doing it 3 and over, and they just probably, we're nearly 10 and over that they require. There he is with the big ice pack, Mr. Meppen down there hiding under the what's your Plan B tent. His Plan B is please someone replace my leg. He's not looking good at all. He doesn't want to look up, but no, all the best to him. I hope he recovers there down underneath that tent. Bowling
change here at the Renwick ends. We've got to see spin for the first time. It'll be really interesting to see what the plans are here.
Will Chesterfield,
the bowler from the old boys in Tamworth. So
interesting end for him to come on. He looks like a little wily off spinner, but he's got that short boundary leg side. But I must admit they have protected it very well for him.
Oh, missed it.
They've appealed and it's out.
Was that caught behind?
I think it's caught behind, but it looks like the bowling and umpire's given him. So definitely wouldn't have been LBW, so I definitely think that's caught behind. Groff's kind of juggled it a little bit, but taking a good catch in the end, and that brings the end McRae's innings, and definitely not the way he would have thought to go out.
He's come off the glove. He's tried to play the sweep. He's got the glove down onto his thigh, and Groff's snavelled one up there behind on the leg side there. Beautifully taken by the keeper and captain.
Yeah, that was a great piece of work there from the keeper, but when it's not going your way, it's not going your way. The Flames lose another wicket, 3 for 30 here at the SCG, and wow, they're really going to have some hard work now to try and eclipse this 148 they need to win. The new
It's like
batsman.
it's the captain, Dan Constable, coming out to the crease. He's got a big role to play here. The captain's got to really come up with a nice captain's knock here to get the Flames into the race.
Certainly, that was exactly what I was thinking as well there, Nathan. There's a big role for the captain here to play with certainly a lot of runs to get, and those balls, they're ticking away slowly.
Yeah, no, Chesterfield started off well here. He's bowled nicely in both games that he's played for the Bolters before, so he's a tidy off-spinner here, obviously by what he's doing there, picking up a wicket early. And again, smart captaincy here from Groth. Smart captaincy. He's got them all over the place in regards to he's got no one in there. He's giving away a single there, but he's protecting the boundary. So he's just going to build this pressure onto the Flames and by not allowing the boundary balls.
Well, the run rate now up to 10.2 and over, so I think he's probably happy here, the captain. If they're going to take a run or ball, he'd be certainly happy with that as he comes in again and very well flighted there. Just turning back towards that off stump, all the batsman can do is block it. No run yet again.
Yeah, I think these two batsmen should know each other's game pretty well. They both play at the Campbelltown Club in the Sydney Grade comp together, and so they should know each other and play well together. So hopefully they know each other's role out here and can form a bit of a partnership to bring the Flames back into it.
Here we go. Here's Chesterfield again, and he's floated that one up again, and it's just run away out to the long boundary here. The good running, we've seen some fairly average running from the Flames, but good running between the two Campbelltown teammates. They managed to get back for two.
Yeah, there was some good running there, and there's always generally two out there. It's a massive boundary, big throw. You should get a second on the arm as well. So that's some good running and good awareness here from the two batsmen.
Here he comes in again, trying to finish off well, and he's launched that one down, and almost could have been a catch there, but he plays safety first and hangs back, just keeps it to the one. End of 9 overs here at the SCG, 3 for 34. That run rate's now up to 10.4 and over. Lots to do here for the Illawarra Flames.
Yeah, I think that the two boys on screen there would be sitting there going, what's our plan here? They're going to have to go big at some stage. It's 10 and over now. They can't leave it for the lower order, that's for sure. They've got to get this innings away, and I think you'll see here that Edwards will go big. They're going to make a decision. I feel that this is the time that they're going to go big, and Edwards will go big to the new bowler that's coming on.
Middlebrook.
Ben Middlebrook's coming on to bowl, so I don't see Tyler Edwards hanging around long here. I think he's going to, like I say, go big.
I think the Flames would like him to see hang around long and to go long as well. So yeah, it'll be interesting here. See what Middlebrook can come up. He had a bit of magic with the bat, so maybe see if he can back it up with the ball here. It looks like spin as well as the order of the day. So we'll see what he's got.
Gentle.
Oh, he looks. Oh, no, he hasn't got that far. Yes, he has. He's got all of it. That's a good shot from Edwards. I thought number 12 down here, Hazelwood thought he was in with a chance, but it sailed over his head. Good shot. Good start here for Edwards.
He must have listened to me. He just said, look, Middlebrook, you're going. And I think, like I said, they're looking and saying, we've got to make a charge now.
Yes, as he comes in again, he's... Oh!
Drop catch. He's hit that, absolutely laced that, but it's gone straight back to Middlebrook, and he's has dropped it. Would have been a great catch to hang on to.
Gone back like a bullet.
Yeah, I would not want to have been on the end of that one. But half chances there. That first one did tease Hazelwood here on the boundary. So maybe that's what they're trying to do. Just buy a wicket here as he comes in again. And, the edge past the keeper. No slips here in T20. And it runs away. And
some really good running there from Constable as well. He's been in and out. Edwards didn't look that interested, but Constable's running hard and come back for the third. That's a good cricket.
He's probably seen the bowling and wanted to get on strike, I feel.
Yeah, no, I just think it's good running. You know, every run, like we said earlier in the call, every run's is a bonus here at the moment for the Flame. They need every run they can get to get this innings away.
Yeah.
Just another single there. They're really starting to really run those singles well now. They've got the two batsmen here. They play together on a regular basis. I feel that that's probably something that you find with some of the other players. They haven't played together all that often, and the running between the wickets and the chemistry is just not there.
Good shot. That's another great shot, and that's going all the way. I really feel that this is the key here to make sure they target this fifth bowler here for the Northern Inland Bolters. Middlebrook doesn't looks like he just floats them up there a bit, and I think Edwards has taken into his liking a little bit.
He gave himself some room then and hit over cover, which was a wide mid-off, and struck it really well to that short boundary, as you can see on the replay, and it's put it about 10 rows back, which is excellent.
Here he comes, last ball the over. He'll be looking to try and finish well, and he does just bunts it there onto the point.
Good responses, good cricket there. That was, I think there was 17 off that over, so it's a good over for the Flames.
There certainly was 17 off that over. 3 for 51 off 10. Starting to look a lot more respectable here for the Flames. Run rate's down to 9.7. If this is going to be the fifth bowler for the Bolters, then there is certainly some opportunities to get some runs and get themselves back into this game.
Oh, look, they're back into the game already just from that over. They just needed that over. They just need to keep it going. We just look at the comparison score. The Northern Inland bowlers were 1 for 57. Okay, the Flames are 3 for 51. So they're nearly on par with what they were with a couple of extra wickets gone, but they just need to consolidate.
Chesterfield back in the attack. He's been bowling well from the Randwick end, just pushed out for a single. I think he's going to be a key here. He's bowling well with his offies here. He hasn't been giving them anything to really get away.
Yes, but the key to the Flames also is Edwards. Edwards is the key because he can hit big boundaries, but he's got to bat the overs. So he's got to be smart about the way he plays his game. Look for the loose ball, put it into the stands, and then rotate the stroke like they have been the last couple of overs. There's Constable going for the slog sweep out to mid-wicket. Edwards not even looking for two. That's poor
really
running.
Got to run hard. That was in between the fielders. Could have got two there, but Edwards is lining up the seats as his next option. So I think the spinners are really the key for the Flames to target. I think Chesterfield's looked like he's bowling well, but I think they can definitely get 6 or 7 and over from him, and as we saw from the other end, they can definitely get some runs off Middlebrook as well.
Yeah, I think Tyler Edwards must have heard Yabba in the stands there yelling at him, the statue of Yabba on the hill sitting in the stands and the Victor Trumper stand, and he's gone, okay, mate, I'll hit you one. I bet you it's coming now.
Oh, good piece of bowling there from Chesterfield. He's finding that spot. He really can't make up his mind if he's going to hit it or not. So it's just another dot ball. But I think he's just looking for that one that's either going to be just dropped a bit short or a bit full to really have a go. Oh!
There was the one he was going for, and he's got a couple of buys, got a buy out of it. But I think he was looking to hit it to Yabba in the Victor Trumper stand.
Yeah.
Snuck a buy.
I certainly think Yabba was in for that one had he got hold of it, but almost a missed stumping chance as well. He was certainly out of his crease, but I don't think that's going to cost the Bolters too much.
Nice shot down the ground there from Constable. They're not running hard again. There should be 2 there every time. That's not good running. Especially when you need to. Every run's a bonus here. Like every run counts when you're in a chase. That's twice now we've seen Edwards basically knock back in that over 2 runs, I suppose, when you look at it, because he wouldn't back up and run the second. But yeah, after 11 overs now, 3 for 55, they're going okay, and just behind the Bolters, who were 3 for 60 at the time. So this is a crunch time where Hammond come on and bowled for the Flames at that stage and picked up 2 wickets in the 10th over. In this over in the 11th over.
Yeah, so they definitely need to use this over to try and get themselves up onto par, and they really need to stop the wickets as well. We've seen Middlebrook replaced after that one over. Jones coming into the attack. Another short run keeper up to the stumps. I would suggest he's probably a medium pacer though, but or maybe. Oh, a gentle delivery, and a little bit of a missed field there. They scamper through for 1. This could be an over though, that if he's going to just bowl some gentle little medium pace here, that it will be easy to attack.
Yeah, no, they've just got to have a look at him first. Don't just prejudge it. Have a look and then go. Oh, trace the bullet. Trace the bullet through the covers.
Yeah, good shot from Edwards. He's really kind of teeing off on this, as I said, the 5th bowler, just targeting that 5th bowler. So really getting them back onto the level keel with where the Bolters were. So game on here, guys.
Yeah, it's certainly been a good comeback by the Flames here as Jones comes in again, and he's just bowled that one a little bit shorter, just played out to point for a single. Jones, with the way Middlebrook roll, he's got a role to play here as the fifth bowler. He needs to back up his other four bowlers. They've been doing a great job in really pulling back the run rate here. He needs to combine with them and do the same.
Yeah, Jones is not a bad bowler. He's took 4 for 19 off his 4 overs in round 1 against the Macquarie Coast Stingers. So he can bowl well and bowl economically, but it's about the flame and how they can change it up here. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Down to mid-on for a single. Like we were saying earlier, and Nathan had said, it's about getting bat on ball, and they're starting to do that now, the Flame.
Yeah, and they're definitely Constable is running really well between the wickets and really pushing for every single run. So, it's well bowled. Not sure if that's hit anything or if it's another bye. No, little edge on that one down to third man. So that was well bowled again. But again, another 8 off the over, so they're getting back into the game here nicely, the Flames, and getting some quality runs off each over.
Yeah, 3 for 63 off 12 here. The Illawarra Flames. This is the Secrets Conference final. They're chasing the Inland Bolters 147, and it has been a slow start, but they're really starting to build into their innings now as we see Chesterfield to continue. He's got 1 for 7 off his 2 overs from this Ram weekend. They really need him to do a job here with trying to slow down the run rate as they've seen some runs go from the other end as he comes into to bowl here now to Edwards, and just another little push there, taking the pace off the ball, which is really important to make sure they can comfortably get through for that single.
Yeah, smart cricket. If it's not there to hit, just try and get the single.
Here he comes again, Chesterfield, and
gets a full toss. That's a good shot. Got a bit of work to do in the field. Edwards is still labouring. They should run hard for a third, and they will get back there in the end, but they should have done it much easier if Edwards wanted to go hard.
Yeah, good running there from Constable. He was going to the danger end there, but Edwards, he's looking a bit lethargic out there. He certainly, Constable's trying to get some of these extra runs, but he's just not getting any help from his partner. Here we go, Chesterfield in again. Oh, he's gone big, but the man's out there.
Oh, he's got all of it. I think the man came in a touch, and if he was standing on the boundary, he probably could have caught it, but he's come in 5 or 10 metres, and it's gone sailing over his head, unfortunately. A bit of a misjudgment there by the long off-fielder.
Yeah, this is where the Flame are starting to build into their innings. They're running bat on ball, getting a single here and there, twos, and then the one boundary, which builds you up to your 10 and over. There's another big one. It's gone high.
So it takes some catching. It'll be a good catch if he can get there.
Oh, it's bounced behind him.
I think it's gone for 6.
It's gone for 4. It bounced over his head. He's come in too far, and then the sun got in his eyes. Mate, this has been a good over here from Edwards. He's hit the last 2 balls for 6 and 4. We've had 14 off 4 balls, which is great.
Yeah, Edwards has snuck his way along very quickly to 48 not out here, but that's a cardinal thing there. For letting a ball go over your head like that for 4, there'll be certainly some words in the change room afterwards, but just a good comeback there. Just up in the block hole, gets another dot ball with a good start to the over. If he can just dot up these last 2, they'll be very happy. But he's gone the edge again.
And he spewed that through mid-wicket for 4. Excellent. That brings up his 50.
It's well batted. Very well batted.
He's got 52 off 38 rocks. Absolute good effort here. This has dragged the Flame back into the game.
Yeah, and he holds the key as well. If he can hang around for another couple of... probably another 5 overs, and they'll definitely be home, I would suggest.
That's the partnership, a 50 partnership for these two between Constable and Edwards of 28 balls, and this is what the key is to the Flames. These guys bat for a couple more overs and get the Flames in a winning position.
Yeah, 67 required off 42 balls, and they're really doing well here, the Flames, after a very slow start. They're starting to find their way into this game. We saw in the first innings where it was the batting side started well early. The bowling side came back into the middle where the batting team come back at the end. We've seen the opposite here. For the Flames, they started slow, but then the batting's really picked up. But the batting does need to stay focused and stay on very well.
Bowling change here at the Paddington end. We've got Ryan Meppen on to bowl. Again, like Nathan, key to this is this partnership, isn't it, really, for the Flames to bring them home?
Yeah, absolutely. Meppen comes in, looks like some sort of spin, no ball. We might have a free hit on our hands, the first free hit as well. So
Here we go.
Here we go. It looks like old Constable could really launch here. See what he comes up with. But yeah, the key is absolutely these two can go on and get them within probably 30. If they can get them within 30, then you'd hope to think that they would go close to winning this. It was well bowled for the free hit, just right up in the block hole. Didn't give him any room.
Yeah, just to give our viewers an indication that at the end of the last over, the Northern Inland Bolters were 4 for 79, and the Flame were 3 for 81. So they actually got ahead of where the Inland Bolters were. So they're on par here.
Yeah, but we certainly saw a good finish there from the Bolters. They do need to replicate that 10 and over for the last 5 to 6 overs for the Bolters in their innings. So if they can continue that, they're certainly in with a good chance. But he's tried to have a big swing at that. I think that's maybe hit him in some place that he's going to need a good rub of that later. But another dot ball for the Bolters, and let's just see, can they contain themselves and just pick the right ball to hit.
Constable frustrated there that he's not getting bat on ball, and this has been the highlight of their partnership, Nathan. This bat on ball, running between wickets.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's the pace on Meppen's bowling. He's really slow through the air, and it's just they're struggling to.
It's got
that's
it
a good
over,
shot.
Got it over mid offside.
He should get 2 there. Yeah, he's just struggling to pick up the pace of this.
Of Meppen.
Of Meppen, yeah, that's right. It just can't quite get it right. But this game's really on an edge here at the moment. It could go either way.
37 off 62 balls. It's game on.
Certainly is. He comes in again, and he saw him coming down the wicket. He's followed him, but nice adjustment there. Gets another single.
Good over there from Meppen.
Good over there. Just the 6 runs from him with the no ball. That run rate's back out to 10.2 and over. It's 3 for 87 off 14 overs. Big 6 overs to go. This is generally when you see 3 or 4 wickets down and still that 7 wickets in the shed. This is about the time you start to see them really build their innings.
Yeah, no doubt that Edwards is the key here to getting them home. I think if he hangs around for a little bit longer and some of his big hitting will be able to will get them home here. Another change of bowling here for the Bolters.
Yeah, Brendan Reynolds has come back on at the Randwick end. You're right there, Nathan. Edwards being 53 not out at the moment needs to bat deep into the next 6 overs and make sure that he's there for the Flames to bring this home. And if Constable can keep doing what he's doing, just rotating the strike, it's going to be a close finish.
Certainly is, but this is their trump card, Reynolds. He bowled really well in the power play overs. He needs to do a job now here for the Bolters as he comes back in from the Randwick end, and just another good ball in the spot there, but it's just pushed down. Just the single again. We have been talking about can they try and push 2, but in this case, just the single.
Yeah, just another, a good ball by Reynolds and pushed away down the ground there by Constable to get a single, like we said earlier, and Nathan's been on about most of this innings is a bat on ball, and that's what you need to do. And just keep the runs ticking over and keep them within a spot to launch.
Here we go, Reynolds in again from the Randwick end, and it's been flashed away, but just finds the man out at deep cover. Good throw in from that long boundary. Another single there for the Flames.
Yeah, Michael Dawson, nice strong arm from out there on that about 100 metre boundary. He's thrown that in. Good fielding out there by Dawson.
No doubt Groff has gone back to his trump card trying to stem the flow of runs that are going on, but the Flames have also got to look. They've still got to get 2 overs out of their 4th and 5th bowlers, so got to make sure they can get through these overs here.
Constable looking for 2 here. He's gone on the 2. There's a run out. They got away. There's an overthrow. They've finally got their 2. Well, that was a comical of errors for our viewers out there. If you'd have watched that on the screen, obviously, it's
Constable
amazing.
Should get 4 for that. He's run back and forth. Edwards just ball watching there. He wasn't even interested in the second run. He wasn't watching at all, and Constable was coming back. It's a poor running for Edwards. Luckily got away with it.
Oh, that was certainly a comedy of errors. We've got our My Cricket statsman Brett Holiday. Good luck putting that one into your wagon wheel. It was certainly an interesting one there from the Bolters, but Reynolds comes back in and another one wide outside the off stump. I think the batsman was looking for a wide. He must have just got inside that line.
Yeah, no, Mr. McClim there, Mr. Ross McClim, the umpires, kept his arms down. He didn't want to put the aeroplane out and call a wide. He's kept his arms down and gone, no, young Dan, you've got to get bat on ball.
Well, he certainly does now. It's been a nice tidy over here for Reynolds. Only 4 off the first 4 balls. He needs to finish well here, though, for the Bolters as he comes in again from the Randwick end. And, he's come down. But
that one's a wide. That one's a bit wider. You got the aeroplane out for that one, Paul.
Yeah, he's heard me. Thank you, Mr. McClim. Put your arms out, make the aeroplane, and away we go.
Yeah, well, he certainly saw Constable. He moved towards the leg side, trying to get the ball away into that... the big expanses here on the offside, but the bowlers just put the ball out there, trying to keep it away from his reach just a bit too far. But another one to the total. What can Reynolds come up with here now to finish? And he's bowled it out there again. That's another one. I think he's a very lucky man. He's tried to bowl the slower ball, and the batsman's not happy.
Yeah, no, he didn't judge that well, I think, Constable. I think that was okay, just inside the lines, but he didn't pick up the slower one and just missed out there.
Can feel a momentum change here. Looks like that, again, where the Flame were doing it reasonably well, they're now starting to panic a little bit, I think, trying to force every ball here with the best bowler on.
Oh, he spewed that up just into the offside. Could look for 2, yeah, it's good running. Going to have to go, but that's great. That's great cricket.
Definitely see Dan Constable here from the Campbelltown Club is the main instigator of their running between wickets.
Certainly
for sure.
Is. Yeah, he shouldn't be knocking the captain back for 2s, and that's the end of a decent over there from Reynolds. He's got 1 for 13. It's 3 for 94. 15 overs gone here. 54 required off 30.
Yeah. Game's in the balance here. Game's in the balance. Don't forget there's plenty of action on today here as well, ladies and gents. So coming up straight after this game, we've got the Arana Outlaws and the Border Bullets in the Thunder Conference Final. So that starts at 2 p.m. Make sure not to miss out on that. We have our friend from 2AY and Robbie McKinlay, the star of the show, bringing that game to you.
It'll certainly be a cracker yet again for the Thunder Conference Final. Make sure you tune in from 2 p.m. for that one, as we have going to go down to the wire, or certainly we're hoping so here for the Sixers Conference Final, with a 10.8 run rate required, 5 overs to go, and Meppen coming in again from the Paddington end, and just another one there into the pads of the batsman, and for no run. Just a quick shout out, all the live scores and full scorecards are available at regionalbash.com.au as Meppen comes in again, another one into the block hole. The man there at deep cover, he's seemed a little bit off the mark there, and they managed to get back for 2.
Yeah, some good running. I think it's the key here for the Flames to really go after this 4th and 5th bowler, as I keep banging on about, but this is the last over for their 5th bowler. No doubt that their 4th bowler, the spinner, will come back on and bowl his 4th as well. But I really think they need to make sure they're targeting this over here if they can get these last 3 balls away for some decent runs.
Yeah, they're certainly trying to push the pace here, but it's been some good bowling here from Meppen. Only been able to get through the 1s and 2s. The big shot, I feel, will be coming, but it has been some good bowling.
That's a good little tuck round the corner there from Constable. He'll pick up 2. He's a good runner between wickets, this young fella. He's looking sharp about what he's doing. He's moved on to 20 now, Dan Constable, the captain. He's played a great hand here with Edwards and just kept the scoreboard ticking over. They're about to push to 100. There they are. That brings up the Flames 100 with a push down the ground.
Yeah, nice piece of batting there. It has been some good bowling here from Meppen. He's just finding that spot that's making it hard for to play the big shot. He's trying to stay on that leg stump line, not give him any room to play through that offside to the really short boundary. Just as the batsman gets ready, I'll just say Obviously, all live scores and full scorecards are available at regionalbash.com.au. But if you'd like to see all the batting wagon wheels, search for Plan B Regional Bash on the free My Cricket app, which is available at the App Store on Google Play. Brett Holiday in the back of the box doing an awesome job making sure all that's available for you. Make sure if you can try and find the zigzag from the comedy of errors just an over a go as Meppen comes in again and wide down the leg side.
There's a missed stumping chance there, I think. Groff he darted it down the leg side, saw him coming and just couldn't hang on to it to be able to affect the stumping.
Yeah, it looked like a bit of teamwork there from Meppen and Groff and just missed out on it.
Another good ball there from Meppen, just in again at leg stump. All it can do is push away. The Bolters won't mind that. Just another single. And after 16 overs here at the SCG, 3 for 102.
Yeah, as you were saying there, Matt. At the moment, after 16 overs, 3 for 102, and the Inland Bolters were 4 for 99 at this stage. But they did have a good partnership between Middlebrook and Jones at the end there to finish off strong. So still a lot of work to be done here for the Flame. They need 46 off 24 balls, so they're just nearly 2 a ball. So they need to pick up the boundaries. They need to get a boundary or 2 and over and just keep them on track. So they're looking at 11.5 and over, nearly 12 and over.
Yeah, well, I think what we saw from the two the Bolters partnership, we saw a lot of dancing around inside the pitch, putting the bowlers off. We haven't seen much from that from the Flames. I do feel if they're going to chase down this target, we're almost at 2 a ball. They need to be doing something a bit different.
Yeah, they need to be inventive. There's a big hit. That's gone
a
long, long way. That's gone 25 rows back at the Victor Trumper stand. That's a great hit from Edwards.
It's a very good shot from Edwards, and no doubt targeting again this, as I said, this 4th and 5th bowler. This is Jones on for his second over. He went for 8 in his first over and 6 off the first ball. Hopefully they can get a big over of 20 here, and that'll really set him up for the last couple.
It was a huge hit. He's targeting that short boundary there at mid-wicket. Certainly not where they wanted to be. In his first ball, Jones, the pressure's now back onto him and the Bolters as we see the replay, and boom!
He's just launched into that. He's give that everything. Straight into his zone it was, and I think the boys have gone underneath the Bill O'Reilly stand for a beer, looking for the pink ball.
Hopefully they've got their plan B.
Oh, I'm sure they do for tonight. Both sides have their plan B. You are watching the Sixers conference final between the Northern Inland Bolters and the Illawarra Flames. We're here at the SCG. We're getting down to the wire here. There's 3.5 overs. It's 40 to win off 23 balls for the Illawarra Flames. They're really working their way into the innings here after a very slow start. Jones has the pressure on him now. You finally seem to think there's some pressure on the bowling team after they've had it their way early. And he's gone up again in the block hole, but he's just got it down to mid-on for a single, so that's more like it for the Bolters. That's what they'll be liking to see.
Yeah, that was a good comeback there from the bowler, and just driving it straight into his feet. Big, nice Yorker, and they just pushed away for a single.
Oh, another Yorker in there and another single. I think this is what the Bolters would like to be seeing, but that 6 off that first ball has really put the pressure on here now. You feel, though, if they can get another maximum off this over, they're right back in it.
Yeah, Edwards just holding up the bowler there. He's just looking around the field, taking his breath and looking where he's going to put this one. I think he's looking to go big again to really take it from him. There it is. He's got a leading edge.
It's going to fall just short of the deep back and square man. Jones really looking to push through his over here and speed up the batsmen and not let them have a chance to think about where they want to do or their plans. So just a real short run up here and trying to really squeeze the batsman.
He comes in again, Jones, and just again right up there. I think Constable's doing the right thing. He'll just be wanting to get Edwards back on strike, but with 1 ball left here in the over, you really feel that Edwards would be trying to make the most of it.
That's handy. He's just squirted that one down there to short third man. He's given Edwards the last ball, and he's gone real hard down the ground there. I hope Constable tries to push for 2. No, he's not going to push for 2, and they get a single.
Well, that
still a very good over. There was 11 off that over, so Very, very good cricket here from the Flames. It's really on a knife's edge here, guys. Don't move from anywhere.
Yeah, certainly 3 for 1-3. 35 required off 18 balls, and the big hitter Edwards is on strike. We'll see what the captain Tom Groth has up his sleeve for these last 3 overs. 11.7 is the run rate required. You feel, though, that anything can really happen here. We're going to be in for a really good last 3 overs.
Yeah, well, again, we are, and it really does depend on the Flames, the Flame batters, Edwards especially, because at the moment they're on par and just in front of where the Bolters were. But the Bolters had the last 3 overs of their 20 overs. Their last 3 overs obviously went for 30, so they were on about 10 and over. So this is where the Flames still need to. The pressure's still on them. They still need to deliver. They're looking at 11 and over to get this over the line.
Yeah, no doubt. Hazelwood and Reynolds will finish off the innings here, so it's going to be tough for the Flames.
Hazelwood comes in again, and he's right up in the block hole, but he's been
Should be
squirted
pushing
out.
hard.
They've got to push hard for 2 to this long boundary, and they get back easily. If only we'd seen some of this running earlier in the innings, I feel we could have had they could have been a bit closer to the Flames.
That pushes Edwards on to 69, Matt, and that's the highest score of the Plan B Regional Bash tournament throughout all the games that have been played, the preliminary games, and obviously today being the finals. That's the highest score by any individual player, which is a great effort for him.
It certainly is, and he looks like doesn't want to let up now.
Got a run 2 there, no.
I think they were just waiting to see if it had got past the mid-wicket there, so only a single. But it's a great effort there from Edwards to really perform on the biggest stage that there is here at the SCG.
Yeah, he's a bit dirty on himself there, Edwards. He thought that was in the slot to put into the stands, but didn't quite get onto it.
Yeah, I think that was the one where you dream of putting it into the roof of the members' stand.
Well, it'd take a good hit from the pitch here, the easterlymost pitch, and another single there. Castle just doing his job, getting Edwards back on strike here. But you really feel that if they are going to make a run for it, he does need to get a couple away in this over.
Yeah, I think he's looking for his boundary this over, and that'll just push them up to close enough to launch. So they'll need a boundary this over, the Flame, and I think Edwards is looking to get at this ball.
Got
a bonus
down
there.
The leg side.
That's a bonus, gives him another delivery to chase that boundary ball.
No doubt there's pressure building for all players out there at the moment, so every little thing counts, and great stuff here from Constable as well. I think he knows his job out there. He knows he just needs to get Edwards on strike, and it's just smart cricket from the captain.
Yeah, but Hazelwood, he'll be certainly trying to get that ball away from that offside as he comes in again, and he's in that slot. But the ball's
they've got to go
again.
for 2 here. 2 here, yes, they've got 2 there. Long boundary, that one out there. Good throw there.
We haven't seen too many balls actually head out to this long boundary today. It's really been a short side or nothing for both sides.
Yeah, that's exactly right. The couple of balls that have gone either straight on the long side for 6, but not out to the deep mid-wicket fence, that's for sure.
Here we go, Hazelwood looking to finish well here, and he's up again in the block hole, but
that's
it's gone
all
over.
the way.
There's
That's
that
a good
boundary.
shot.
There's that boundary we were after. The Flame.
Oh, the bias is coming out now in the com box.
It's getting close, Matt. It's getting close.
We love to see it, but it's a big hit, a big risky hit. But Hazelwood, he's been looking to get that leg stump line. He gets it outside off stump, and it's just enough for Edwards to free his arms.
Yeah, just looking on the replay there, Edwards gave a bit of room, and he's just hit it sweetly over the cover fence there for 6. He's pushed him on to 78 now.
Oh,
he's
he's
gone
gone
big
massive.
again.
That's massive.
Oh, that's
a
massive.
great shot.
Oh, that's 15 rows back into the Bradman stand. Great shot. That told you 2 boundaries there, Matt. All we needed was 2 boundaries those last 2 balls. We got maximum both times.
Yeah,
That's just pushed it on.
Over 19 off that over as well. Game on. Definitely the Flames are in front now. 16 off 12 required.
And a partnership of 102 off 59 balls. Great effort. Tyler Edwards moves on to 84.
Wow, 3 for 132. 2 overs remaining here at the SCG. I didn't think at the start of this game I'd be saying that. So it's been a great effort by the Flames here.
16 runs to win off 12 balls. I think they're ahead of the plan now, the Flame.
They certainly are, and it's going to take some great bowling here from the Bolters. It can be done still. They're not out of it yet, but We're seeing the opener come back on.
No, we're not actually. Interestingly enough, Gross has gone with Jones again. So
here's Constable. See what Constable can deliver. Oh,
dog
tried to
ball,
force that.
Crucial.
He's
Tell you what, though, if there's a wicket falls here, it'll be definitely game back on again. So don't move from anywhere, ladies and gents. This could go right down to the wire, and is going down to the wire.
Definitely is going to the wire. Here we go again. Oh, there's a single there. I think Tyler Edwards just going, no, we'll just take a single, and I'm going to launch up to Yabba there in the trumper stand.
Yeah, well, he's got to keep his head here. They are right back in this game. He'll be certainly looking to continue the boundaries, but he doesn't need to.
No, they can work the ball around now. It's less than run a ball.
Oh, he's gone.
It's going to land. It's going to land safely, no?
It's going to take some cash.
Actually, they've got two off it. It hasn't even gone to the circle. Is it at that high here at the SCG? It's landed inside the ring, and they've run two.
Oh, he needed that too. They really needed to run hard and keep him on strike, but he just needs to wait for his ball. He wants to go big, but he just has to. He has time now to wait.
Yeah, they got time to. There's plenty of gaps there. They can work. They can bring this home in singles.
Oh, he's launched
right.
again.
Miscued that one to backward square. That's okay. It's still a single.
I really think Groth needs to think about it a little bit more here, and maybe for Constable, bring the field in and try and put pressure on Constable to go over the top, because he hasn't been able to do that, but he's been able to work the singles beautifully here today.
I'm with you there, Nathan. I think you're exactly right. Constable, this is his go, just working the ball there like he has done there behind square and run hard. He's picked up another single there, and you're looking now that all the pressure's now on Captain Groth and the bolters to try and get a wicket and to tighten this right up.
It's just too easy for him to get Edwards back on strike.
Yeah, 11 off 7 he required. A big blast ball here for Jones, and he's just, it's almost dropped there for
That's
the
all right.
line, but
That's all right. He's hit it down the ground. He's back on strike, Edwards. He needs to play smart here coming into the last over. That's 3 for 138, the Flame. Chasing 148 to win, 10 to win.
10 to win off this big last over. It looks like it's going to be Hazelwood to bowl it. No, it's not.
I would suggest it's going to be Reynolds.
Reynolds, Reynolds is he's got a job to do here. 10 off the last over, and it's everything to play here for both sides.
Been a great innings here by Edwards at 88, as you can see on screen. He's sucking into big ones. It's hot out there, and there's Captain Groff being the policeman for the Northern Inland Boulders. His arms are waving left, right, and centre. He's gone to his main opening bowler now to finish off strong for them. And he's an economical bowler, but pressure situation. Here we go. 10.
What a game to kick off the inaugural regional bash.
It's sensational, isn't it? For all these country guys to have an opportunity to play a game like this on the SCG, and it come down to 10 runs off the last over to win the game, or for the bolters to try and only let 9 or 8 to get off for them so they can win the game and go through to the final under lights.
It's certainly what dreams are made of. Big last over. Reynolds comes in from the Paddington end.
Gets a fully.
Down the ground, they've got to run hard here. There's 2 there. Constable's coming back. There could be a run out.
Got it.
They've got
it. Good running. That's good running. That's good cricket.
Great cricket all round. It was a good throw, just not being able to take by the bowler. But Constable, he knew he had to run 2, and that was his aim from right from the get-go. And they get 2.
It's bat on ball stuff now. They got to get bat on ball. They can't afford to miss any. And if they pick a boundary, well, that's it.
Here he comes again, ball 2, and swing and a miss.
Got him with the slower ball, well bowled.
Pressure building here, 8 to win, still of 4 balls.
The batsman's there. He's just had a little walk away. He's had to refocus himself. He knows what he needs to do now. He's got his team into that brilliant position to be able to win the match. He just needs to be able to execute it.
Yeah, he's sitting in a position of one personal achievement here as well as team achievement. He's sitting on 90. 2 big hits, and he's got the game won for the Flame, and also could well bring up his 100.
Here he comes, Reynolds in again, and
he's
launched it.
It's gone straight up. It should be taken in the outfield, and it is. This is a big moment in the game.
Caught by Hazelwood there on the cover fence.
Edwards out for 90. A fantastic innings comes to an end. Just at not the right time for the Flames.
Certainly not what the Flames would be looking for, but it was a magnificent achievement from Edwards. 90 here on the SCG, by far and away the biggest score of the tournament so far. I think it's going to be hard to beat later in the day as well, but there's still game on.
As you can see on the replay there, he's given himself some room, but he was looking to hit down here and spewed it out over cover there. It's a fantastic innings by the young man from Campbelltown, former Western Suburbs, or West Illawarra Junior, who's playing in Campbelltown now. To get 90 on the SCG in this finals conference day is an absolute milestone for him, and hopefully better things for him to come.
Yeah, massive round of applause from the crowd that's building here as well here at the SCG. Big weight on Constable's shoulders now. Can he get the 8 required to get them over the line?
Mate, they've got the man's come to the crease. The man coming to the crease for the Flame is Michael Stevenson.
Here he is, the bearded warrior.
The bearded warriors. Nathan's friends come in, and he's the one who got him home against the Newcastle Bolters. He scored 27 off 10 balls. So if anyone can score 8 runs off 3 balls, the bearded warrior can.
Well, we've got 2 bearded men here in the box. He's been our hero the whole game. For him to finish it off would be the perfect for us.
And for our viewers, Matt, I haven't got the beard. You and Nathan have got the beard. You like the fur on the face? You've got it.
Oh, mate, mine's nothing compared to Mr. Sableton's. But he's at the non-strikers end. They ran through there while the catch was being taken on the outfield. But here we really need a captain's knock. 8 from 3 required. Certainly, there's some spots for him to pick through. They've brought up the long on. There's certainly places to go over the top. But as you were saying before, he hasn't done it in the innings. But it's really time for him to go now. Oh, he goes down the ground. He's looking to run hard.
Stevenson's
They're coming back.
That's a wild throw to the keeper's end, and they get through for 2. 6 required off 2 balls. We're definitely going to need a boundary, I'd suggest.
The problem the Flame have got here, Stevenson's the big hitter, and Dan Constable, I don't think's hit a boundary yet in his innings of 28. So it's going to be hard. He's only a short man. He's got a power one somewhere to the fence here.
Has he got a little ramp shot or something?
Oh, well, this is where you got to invent it, isn't it? This is where you need it. This is where you need it in this instance. 6 off 2.
Oh no, he's run through.
Oh,
he's
and run out as
out.
well. Gross hit the stumps. That's a great bit of fielding, and this could really hurt the Flames. They're going to have to hit a long bomb off the last ball just to get him home.
Crucial about not getting bat on ball, Nathan. Like you were saying earlier, it's all come down to even the last over to get bat on ball, and we couldn't do it. The Flames couldn't do it then. Constable swing and miss and got nothing, and ended up Stevenson trying to get on strike so he could land a big bomb for the last ball, but was run out.
Oh, the Stevenson, our bearded warrior, he gets the dreaded diamond duck, but as we look at the replay here, he's gone from it the first ball, but a great throw there from the keeper, Groth. The captain really pulling up for his bolters there right when it counted.
Yeah.
They're in the box seat now. 1 ball. It's going to have to be a massive hit, but again, what a game. Realistically, what a game. Our first conference final, the Sixers conference final with the Bolters and the Flame, and it's come down to 1 ball and a chance still to win the game with 1 ball to go. You couldn't have scripted it any better.
No, you couldn't have. 6 off 1 ball. Here we go. If you're not tuning in, I can't see why you wouldn't be. It is just, this is what cricket's made of. Shifley coming in. If he could hit this ball for 6 off the last ball, wow, I don't think we've even seen a Big Bash game end like this. So to get it here in the historic Plan B regional Big Bash, it would be something magical. But I think the Bolters and Mr. Reynolds, he'll have something else to say about that. But I know it's fever pitch here in the comm box. It'll be fever pitch on the field, and it's right down to the wire here.
It's all or nothing, isn't it?
Skyfleet like ball. Does he usually hit a long ball?
He can hit a long ball. He's a left-hander. He can hit a long ball. He looks like he's stretching up on the screen. He didn't want.
He's a left-hander, so he has got the short boundary to his leg side. So
all 5 men are out on the boundary on that short side. He's going to be going for it. Here comes Reynolds.
I'm tipping a slow ball.
There's bowling, and the Bolters are home.
That's well bowled from Reynolds. That's a fantastic
beautiful delivery.
Over. That's got 3 wickets that have fallen in the last over, and the Bolters are home and will play under lights here tonight against the Thunder Conference final winners. Yeah,
excellent bowling there by Reynolds at the end. Jones, I think it was, wasn't it? Jones? No, it was Reynolds, sorry. They've just thrown up Jones's thing on the board there. But no, it was brilliantly bowled, executed that last over. But again, great effort from where the Flames were at the start. As you look at the replay, got across the crease, Yorker, where you want all your last over deliveries to go. He's right full at the stumps and picked up the wicket and brought the Bolters home with the win. Again, an outstanding game. Great effort from the Flame to chase our par total of 148 and nearly get there. Excellent start to the conference finals, like we said, and congratulations must go to the bowlers. They executed really well in the field. They kept Illawarra low scoring for the first 5 overs, and then executed at the end with good skill.
Yeah,
That'll be a challenge.
Yeah, I think Reynolds was the key there. Just 3 for 17 off his 4 overs. He was absolutely outstanding at the top of the innings, as well as coming back at the death there to make sure that it was nice and full and straight. And it was a case of you miss, I hit.
Yeah, and you can see, what a great day for these guys, shaking hands there out in the middle of the SCG after a great game of cricket. And, again, for some of these people, probably never get the opportunity, or hopefully get it again next year if both sides can make it. But, great day so far at the SCG.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic day, and if anyone's listening and is in the area and can come down, it's a fantastic day. The crowd's building nicely. We have Pat Cummins down here as well. He'll be here for another hour or so. So please come on down, watch some quality cricket as you've heard, and come and see the Stars as well.
Yeah, it was certainly a great game between two very competitive sides. We're just having a quick look at Edwards' wagon wheel here, courtesy of the My Cricket app, and really all around the wicket and inside the wicket, some big sixes there.
Plays straight a lot, doesn't he? Looking at that square, he belts the ball not a lot behind square, so he likes to hit in front of square from cover all the way around to mid wicket. And an interesting wagon wheel, uses only half the field.
He certainly does, but 6 sixes and 3 fours. It was certainly a great innings, and we do thank Brett Holiday, the My Cricket app. Just remember that live scores and full scorecards are available at regionalbash.com.au, or if you want to see the batting wagon wheels and all the other great features that the My Cricket app does provide, search for Plan B Regional Batch on the free My Cricket app, which is available at the App Store or on Google Play. But it was a great game here between the Northern Inland Bolters and the Illawarra Flames. In the end, the Bolters get the job done. They win by 5 runs.
Yep, fantastic stuff. And we've got, as I've said, we've got a great action-packed day still to go with 2 games left. We're going to see the Bolters back in action again tonight against the Thunder Conference winners. Don't forget as well that the WBBL kicks off in Sydney today as well, out at Howell Oval in Penrith, between the local derby, the Sixers and the Thunder, which is a fantastic opportunity as well.
Yeah, Nathan, And to all our viewers, we'll see you all back here for tuning in at the final at 6 o'clock at the SCG.
Yeah, that's it for us. On behalf of Nathan Watts and Paul Broccoli, my name is Matt Mears. You've just watched the Sixers conference final here. Just repeating that the Northern Inland Bolters, they won by 5 runs. They'll be back in action at 6:30. Make sure you tune in to see who they're going to play the Thunder's conference final. It comes up at 2 o'clock. As I said, I'm Matt Mears from the SCG. Goodbye for now. Make sure you tune back in at 2.
These proud men are Plan B night watchmen. Just as cricket teams have a night watchman that comes in late to get the team home safely, if you've been out drinking, you need a Plan B night watchman. Someone you've organised to come and pick you up and get you home safely. This could be a cabbie or one of your local bus drivers. And here's another night watchman.
If I happened to be taking him home, I'd be the night watchman's night watchman.
Yes, you would. If you're drinking, a night watchman is a great Plan B to